Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Canelo, are you ready?
¿Está preparado?
I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4-division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones! You know my level, and you will see, because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. Oh, Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday. You want payday. I know that. Man, you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos pelos chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I'm gonna knock out this guy. Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny. You think that's funny?
A little bit.
Canelo, are you ready?
¿Está preparado?
I was born ready.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. We're here to report the latest and breaking news. Canelo versus Munguia looking like 95% done. It's also looking like it can land on both Dazn and Amazon Prime Video. So, boxing fans, it looks like we win. If you're a subscriber, you still get to watch it on Dazn. Obviously, it will be pay-per-view, as all Canelo fights are pay-per-view. I'm sure Dazn will have a discounted price. And if you're a member of Amazon Prime Video, then you can go ahead and purchase it there. Now, this is 95% done. They are saying everything is done except the signatures. The ink hasn't dried because the two men have not signed the agreement. But other than that, everything has been talked about, whether it be gloves, ring walk, networks, etc. Everything has been ironed out. The wrinkles are gone, and all we need is both men to sign the contract. And obviously, it's a for sure a precedent event, something that's making headway, right? Because we all know Jaime Munguia as a Dazn promoted fighter, which means they are more than willing to allow him to go ahead and make this deal with Canelo for the better of their network. Now, it's going to be both networks, so again, it helps the gross of the fight and the sales of the pay-per-view, but this is what we're discussing. The news has been breaking all day. Many different reporters reporting on this, but I do want to give credit to Ezequiel Dazn. I might be killing that dude's name, something like that. Ezequiel Dazn, Boxeo. I hope I'm not fucking that up, but he's been all on the story, and we've been following him closely, and he has given us the information necessary. This fight is 95% done. We do have some indication that it's going to be in the T-Mobile and in Las Vegas. So can't complain, man. All they're saying that we got to do now is wait on the signatures for both of the fighters. But pretty much this is a done deal. Like I said, 95% done. According to the reports, all that needs to be done now is have both fighters sign the contract. So looks like we got ourselves a fight. Jaime Munguia versus Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas, Cinco de Mayo. What do you think about it? That's what we're talking, man. Phone lines are open, Discord available, Twitter Spaces available. If you want to call in and voice your opinion, let us know what you think about the latest news breaking. We're going out to Adrien. What's up?
What's up, Ness? Thank you so much for having me on the show. You good, my brother?
Clear as day. What up with you?
Woo! Viva Mexico, cabrones! That's what we talking about, man. We that fucking close. We love it. I'm Mexican-American, but my daddy and my mommy, purebred, all day. That's how we love it here in this house. Ness, you got to love the news. Munguia is coming for a challenge. Canelo Alvarez is going to go for it. We're going to have a great Mexican pot Cinco de Mayo. What you got to say with that?
Can't complain, man. I'm just happy we're finally moving forward and it's no more speculation. We know who he wants, and it looks like we might have it.
Man, Golden Boy, going back to PBC again. I mean, do you think that there's going to be interaction there? You think that it's going to be lovey-dovey just like Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis? Ended pretty badly. What do you think? You think they're going to mix pretty good in there?
It ended badly for Ryan because he was not happy with his team. But in terms of Golden Boy and Al Heyman doing business together, it didn't seem rocky.
Okay. I was just going by, I think Ryan was pissed off at the end, and Tank Davis took over, the throne of being at that moment. They made 1 million pay-per-view buys. I just feel like, so there's no ruffles. Hopefully there's no ruffles there from Oscar De La Hoya and Hopkins, saying that they kept them off this and kept them off that. It's going to be a great fight. Dazn got it. Amazon, let's see how many, we're going to see the pay-per-view numbers when they come out. We'll see how it all totals out. But I love it all. Viva la raza. Pure Mexico versus Mexico. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville. Baltimore, stand up.
All right. According to Michael Coppinger, he says Canelo Alvarez and the PBC discussing a Jaime Munguia fight May 4th after sides split last week with 2 fights left on a 3-fight deal signed in June. Sources tell ESPN if deal is reached, this would be a new pack. So that means new deal. Canelo was discussing 2-fight deal with Dazn for fights with Munguia and Edgar Berlanga before he re-engaged with PBC. Could be for 1 fight, could be for 2 fights, nothing signed. Just wanted to get that out there because maybe just Canelo gives us the Munguia fight and doesn't sign a 2 fight. I don't know why he would do that and not just go ahead and do it with Dazn and without Prime. But maybe he wants to try the platform that is Amazon Prime, see how well that does. Maybe he doesn't want to turn away from that. But Coppinger comes back and says, but to be clear, the old 3-fight deal between Canelo and PBC was effectively torn up last week as Alvarez began exploring a deal with Dazn. Now, increasingly, like he returns to the PBC with different money being discussed and no Charlo fight. So credit to Al for listening to us. They're doing a new deal, and there is no Charlo fight on it. And we're happy about that. Now all you got to do is put that 60 million y'all said y'all had or that 70 million y'all said y'all had. Go ahead and put that on paper and shame, David Benavidez and team. I don't know that he's going to do that because he's part of the team. But this is what we're discussing. We got Drew. What up?
Hey, yo.
What up, Drew?
What up? So Coppinger just confirmed what you were saying. You had everybody's pennies in a bunch last week. It was a breach, right? They don't tear up the whole agreement right now if there's not a breach, right? Or potential breach.
You know it.
But no, everybody's going to fixate on, he's back at PBC. I'm like, it's in venture with Dazn. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna get the fight. Hopefully, there's money for the undercard, and Amazon will act like PBC exists, unlike right now with the Thurman to Zoo, because they have not shared anything. They have not liked anything. They don't even follow PBC on fucking Twitter or Instagram and Prime Video Sports. So let's get this ball rolling. What do you think? That's what the fights. Obviously, Canelo's a heavily favorite. I think it'll do a good fucking gate and buy rate. But that's just a one-off. Like, let's see what happens. Who's going to be the announced team? Are we going to get shoulder programming? This should be the rollout for Amazon, PBC on Amazon. But let's see who's going to quarterback the actual funding of the promotion, because we're not seeing them from Amazon right now, correct? For Thurman Zoo.
Nah, I don't see anything. Obviously PBC has started to vamp up their promotion, and we see things that they're doing. I seen something on Pitbull. Obviously, they did a Thurman and Zoo Instagram Live, so they're starting to ramp up. But I don't see anything or haven't been sent anything from Amazon Prime Video.
No, but Amazon's doing the press conference for Inoue tomorrow. So it's like
I seen Inoue reshare it with the Amazon logo, but I don't know how to I don't talk that. I don't know
we don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, I don't know Japanese, so I don't know what was said on there.
I'm happy for the fight. I want to see PBC fighters get active. Hopefully, we'll see what that Ennis thing does with the purse bid. Maybe that fight can end up on the undercard, right? Or we'll see who wins that purse bid.
I guess if they bid out the window, maybe Cody Crowley would be interested. But you seen Dan Rayfield. He said that, as far as he knows, Cody's team is not interested in that. So they going to purse bid for nothing. I seen that on Twitter.
Oh, okay. So they're going to purse bid. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. Who they can put on the undercard. Let's see some of these guys get active. Let's fucking get the schedule going, bro. Let's get the rollout, Tip Bayless. Let's see what you got. I want to see how Tip Bayless spins this, because it's a joint venture and they need all the help they can get. But let's get the fucking deal done, bro. I'm tired of this fucking soap opera, even though I like the shit, just to be going back and forth with fucking content. But hopefully everything works out. Hopefully it gets across the finish line, a little 5%, and we'll get to see fucking Tijuana versus Guadalajara. That's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Black Gallagher. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. We need a couple more subscribers to get to 192,000. Right now, we're at 191,851. So another 200 subscribers gets us to the next goal. Black Gallagher on a check-in.
Hey, what's up, Ness? Hey, so I see we all talk about this Munguia and Canelo stuff, but y'all see the stuff about Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, man, that shit been happening. That shit been happening all week, bro. He been going crazy before our eyes.
Yeah, but he going bananas right now. Like, did you see the shit with the Andrew Tate shit? He talking about like he got raped and they holding him down, raping kids in front of him and stuff. Like, what the fuck going on, my mans?
Yeah, I know, man.
It's wild.
I don't even know how to react to that, because you feel me. I don't want to say something that could be real.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make I'm not like taking it lightly or nothing like that. It's just like it seemed like he's self-sabotaging. Like since the fight got announced, like it's like it don't seem like he never wanted to fight. It's like he's just trying to find a way out. I feel like, but I don't know if this stuff is real or not. But it's crazy. Like that's some wild stuff. Like I listened to the whole thing. Like it's like a 5-minute clip, and he said some wild shit. And he talk about people got his instinct, like his money locked down and everything. I don't know. I just think that's something we should be talking about, cause that's some wild shit. But
yeah, I'm just giving Ryan his space. It's not like he hasn't already. I I don't want to say been diagnosed, but it's not like has already been self-diagnosed with mental illness. We know that he's had episodes in the past. You know, I have an uncle, like I said before, that's bipolar, and these characteristics are very similar to that. So I don't know. I'm just, refraining from comment or criticism because I believe this could be real, and it's also can be a medical condition.
Okay. Hey, just got one thing to say about the fight. I think Munguia, that's a tough fight right there. That's a tough fight for Canelo. Because I think Munguia, with his activity and like how many punches he throw, I think he can get Canelo. I think that's a good fight. Like that's a good fight. I want to see that. I want to see Benavidez next. And I'll just hang on and listen. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out. It's so funny. Somebody on Twitter was like, what viral boxing video makes you laugh no matter how many times you watch it? And somebody tagged me and my video with Angel Garcia when I interviewed him many years ago. And that quote went viral where he like, yeah, I like them strippers. Yeah, I like them strippers. Boxing is so funny, man. I miss Angel. Old Angel used to be the shit. But Black Gallagher, we do appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. If you're trying to voice your opinion, you know what to do. Twitter Space is available. Discord is available. Who rocking and rolling? We got William on the check-in with the $2 Cash App. He says they should put Virgil versus a PBC guy on the undercard. Yeah, I highly doubt that only because look at our dude, Alexis Rocha. I mean, Golden Boy, like, look, they literally got shit for putting Virgil in there with Frederick Lawson, and they bringing Frederick Lawson back to get in there with Alexis Rocha. It's like they got no shame. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. Lawson must have been like, yo, I'll do a 2-for-1 for you. And they're like, all right, fuck it. And that's what they're doing because they're bringing Lawson right back for no reason whatsoever. Homie definitely isn't on that level. Like, he gave us 1 round versus Virgil. Like, come on. Bullshit ass. I don't know what Golden Boy is thinking with that. But if you're interested in calling in, you know what you got to do. Go ahead and request. Twitter Spaces, Discord available. If you're ready to rock and roll. Looks like we got Chad, Canada.
Hey, Ness.
What up?
You got me? Not much. I want to say just, first of all, I guess there's that audio clip that's out there. It's like supposed to be Andrew Tate and Ryan Garcia having a conversation, but I've been told it's AI, I guess. It's not really Ryan. I think people need to know that.
I mean, that's a good excuse. You know, that's dope. If it's not him and it's AI, or it is him and they saying it's AI. Look, it's part of the drama. I just hope the kids are right.
Yeah, that's my main thing at this point. Like, I'm not finding a lot of it funny because I just want to know he's okay. But anyway, as far as Canelo and Munguia though, like 95%, huh? So you think it's looking like finalized? So what are you saying for May?
Yeah, that's what the reports are indicating. May 4th, Dazn and Prime.
Wow.
95% done. They're saying all the details are done. It's just a matter of signatures now.
Like, I mean, I got to hand it to Munguia and his team, man, because they've been chasing a big fight for a while now, you know? They've kept Jaime active, and they did it. I mean, can you imagine the celebration when they finally put that last signature down, man? Like, he made it. He did it. I mean, it's unbelievable. He got a Canelo fight. I mean, it's all the work they did, all the trying to get that big fight, and it worked out for them. They got it. I just can't imagine the joy that team and his family must be experiencing, you know? Like, I mean, that money is life-changing money, man. I mean, the taxes he's going to pay will be more than what most guys make in a night, you know? I got to hand it to Munguia. Like, I haven't really been a big supporter of everything he's done, but all moves and all roads led to this for him. I mean, they did something right. Incredible. And I think that when it comes to a fight in terms of someone who's going to get in there and try and give Canelo something, I think Munguia will do it. I think Munguia will go in and give some action. I mean, I think he's willing to put his ego aside and actually get in there and fight. I don't think Munguia will be afraid of getting KO'd or whatever. I think that's the big problem. Like with Charlo, you know, I think that was ultimately what it was about. He didn't, you know, he couldn't put his ego aside. He didn't want to get touched up and knocked out. I kind of don't blame him. You all right? Yo, is that you coughing or something? I don't know. The phone's being weird. All right. That's all, Ness. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, champ. Fucking Chad heard that cough, huh? Oh, shit. Unbiased Brim, what it do?
Ness, you all right over there, man? You smoking some of the best of the best? You all right?
I wish it was the best of the best, but we gonna make do with what we got.
Oh, you said you wish it was. Let me find out you got mad seeds and stems in y'all
Nah. I'm just saying Florida.
Well, you ain't shooting that bad.
I'm just saying Florida's not Las Vegas. That's all I'm saying. You feel me?
You gotta go to the right person. Connecticut ain't Las Vegas either, but boy.
Yeah, I mean,
Jeez,
I don't got the right person. Obviously, you hear me coughing.
Yeah, you coughing on some round town brown, you heard? All right, so let's get to it, my brother. All right, so 95% done, Canelo Munguia. I want to know from everybody how many of the Fire Stick boys are coming out to play for this fight. I just want to know. I don't Fire Stick fights. If I don't like it, I just don't watch it or, you know, whatever have you. So I wonder how heavy the Fire Stick boys are going to be out. From what I'm hearing, though, is that this is a renegotiation of a brand new deal. It's not a continuation of the old deal. So what's the third fight? Because I swear it better not be no damn
third fight. No third fight. According to Coppinger, they're just working on a new 2-fight deal.
Okay, so a new 2-fight deal. So what's the new second fight?
Right now, they're just saying Munguia. Coppinger also said it could be a 1-fight, it could be a 2-fight. Nothing is signed. So right now, only thing revealed is Munguia. No second fight revealed. Just the possibility that there could be a 2-fight deal.
I smell burnt bologna right now, my G. I smell burnt bologna. Anybody smell that burnt bologna? It's stinking, bro. Listen, man, can we get the Benavidez fight, though? Come on, Canelo. You looking kind of weak out here, and I don't want to even – and people be saying I be capping for you. I be caping for you, Canelo. You make your third fight Benavidez. It's the fight we want to see. Can you please give us what we want? I'd be more than glad to give you $100 for the fight. And you can go and get your 60 mil guaranteed. Y'all need to quit playing these games out here. And shout out to Tim Tszyu for checking Once Upon a Time Thurman. I need him to go and get that knockout out the way. And where's the promotion from Amazon? I saw that mean promotion for Amazon for a New Ace upcoming fight with Neary. But where's the Amazon promotion for this card that's 26 days away? I mean, I don't see no promotion. I don't see nothing. I mean, wow. What's going on, Ness? Can you inform me? I'm in the dark, I guess.
We all in the dark. They ain't unveiled shit yet.
Unveil? Is that the word we're using? Unveil? That shit is fucking, man. Bro, listen, everybody need to know. Amazon ain't giving PBC money to pay the fighters, bro. They not. And it look like they ain't paying for they ain't doing no promotion for them either. Listen, I wish them well. I want them to do well, but it don't look beautiful. Long-term prospects don't look beautiful. This is supposed to be the first card, impactful card. And we got 25-month Keith Thurman coming in to catch a body shot and then the left to the face to get knocked out by Tim Tszyu. That's what we got. I'm just ready for Tim Tszyu to go and face Crawford. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's gonna be a heck of a fight. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go cut out early, bro. You be blessed.
Appreciate you, man.
Stop
Thank you
smoking
for
that weed,
calling.
bro. Get some good shit.
I
Get some
hear
good
you.
shit.
Send that cash out for that fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fire be costing a lot. You feel me? Like, we on budgets out here, man. We got weddings to handle. Cliff, Connecticut.
Yo.
What up,
Nothing?
Cliff?
Oh, niggas can hear me. Okay. It'd be hard for me to get on now because the schedule kind of changed. So I'm trying to squeeze in where I fit in. But, yo, I feel like this about Jaime and Canelo. This is kind of like, say, if Rayo fought Ryan Garcia and Rayo stopped Garcia in dramatic fashion, worse than Tank stopped Ryan. Would we want to see Tank and Rayo then? I think we would, if he basically had a common opponent and stopped them way worse. So I'm not mad at Canelo. Obviously, we want Benavidez, but Jaime stopped. I forget his name right now, but Jaime stopped. He stopped Ryder a lot, and pretty like it was impressive. That was the best I've seen him look, and I had money on the fight. He didn't disappoint. He did what he had to do. I don't know if Canelo took something from Ryder, and Ryder was just got old and whatever, but he did what he did. So there's interest in this fight. It's not just like I'm sure some people might think. I think Jaime might give him a good fight. The way he looked in his last fight, he was good on his feet. Everything was straight. But the thing is that we really want the Benavidez, but I feel like this is a good first fight for him. And the second fight, we'll see what it is. We'll see what's good. But I'm not mad at it. Not at all. Like, I'm going to tune in and I'm going to be happy to see it. I got Canelo winning the fight right now. I probably won't change it. But the fight is not like a throwaway fight. It's okay. It's not bad. It's on the same level as Tank and Frank, if you ask me. That's it, though.
I mean, I could see same level, but obviously Munguia is a former world champ, so it's going to go down as a champion that Canelo beat, where Frank ain't going to be that for Tank. It's just going to be a name on a resume when it's all said and done.
Yeah, you could say, I mean, when you put the accolades behind it, you're right. But I feel like where Frank is in the division and where Munguia is in the division compared to Canelo and compared to, I feel like there's some similarities with the quality of opponent, regardless of the accolades. But I feel you, though. I hear you. You put more stock in former champion than I do.
Oh, yeah. Because that goes to getting in the Hall of Fame, getting closer to Mayweather status, you know what I'm saying? We all know he got 24, 23 champs, so the goal is to get more. We got Jay.
Is Munguia...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is Munguia a real champion, or is he one of them intercontinental champions?
Nah, he beat Saddam Ali a few years back for the WBO. He don't have he's not a champ anymore, but he's a former champ, so it still goes down. Like, how many champions Canelo beat? Munguia gets counted as one because he used to be champ. Frank is never been. Like, he's a great fighter. Excuse me, great is the wrong word. He's a good fighter, but he ain't never been a champ. It's just bottom line.
Copy.
You got it. JXV 88, $2. Benson also ruled out Charlo. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Alex, right? He stopped calling in. I guess he felt his voice wasn't being heard, but it seems like his voice is being heard, right? The more we said we didn't want Charlo, the less Charlo is being mentioned as an option. We just got to keep that same energy with all fights. Matador, what up?
Hello?
Yo.
All right. So Salvador earlier said on X that it could be announced today too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen Salvador, but that was very early this morning. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still early on the West Coast, so there's plenty of time to announce. But yeah, he said that a long
Right.
time ago, and still nothing.
Yeah, and then Canelo came out on Instagram and put up a video. So it has to be this week that it gets announced, because I mean it's less than 2 months already. Like there's no way you get enough promotion. People got to buy tickets, flights, hotels. Like that, it has to be this
We
week. There's no
exactly
way.
59 days out. Exactly 59 days out.
Yeah, less than 2 months. That's pushing it. I mean, it's Canelo and Munguia, so they'll definitely sell it. But you know, people got to put in vacations and all that. So the all three fight deal is gone, and they're gonna do a 1 or 2 fight deal according to what Mike Coppinger said. So this deal is gonna be so Golden Boy isn't involved. That's what I'm curious to see on the banner.
Nah,
Is Golden
yeah,
Boy
yeah.
is it just Super and PBC?
I mean, as far as I know, they're involved, but I mean, don't put it past them being involved at the capacity that they were involved with the Ryan fight.
But that's different though, because Munguia has 2 promoters. Ryan only has Golden Boy. So I wonder if he has that flexibility
but
to
it's
move
Fernando,
over with just Sanford.
It's Gilberto, who is one of the. Let me see what's the word that this guy used. Give me a second. Yeah, but it's definitely a ranking person from within the company of Fernando Beltran that gave the information that it's 95% done.
Okay.
So it looks
well,
like they're
either way,
dealing with Fernando Beltran's people, not with Oscar, you know?
exactly. That because I doubt. I mean,
It's
I think Al knows.
Guillermo Borrito. He is the operational director of Zanfer Promotions.
Sanford Boxing. Okay. Because I doubt Al would want to do business with Oscar, but I mean that's why I thought I wonder if Al was just trying to see if he could just get in with Fernando Beltran and not have to deal with Oscar and try to see if there's a way to do it like that. But yeah, that's interesting. And then the fact that no Jamal Charlo fight, I mean, if that's how the deal was before, Jamal, and Errol, like then Canelo was just doing his contract. You couldn't blame him for not putting up his part. But now that it's gone, I'm glad it's gone. I didn't want to see that fight either.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
neither.
Charlo.
Those fights, that is the bell, Matador. Those fights had to be, we had to shuffle those around. You know what I mean? Like I get Canelo trying to get the money that he was promised, but from a fight fan's perspective, we were not interested in Earl. We were not interested in Jamal. And we allowed the Jamel because, it was undisputed versus undisputed. We expected a lot more from that. And it's really Jamel's fault. It's really his fault. Had he done better, people would probably be like, man, Jamal gonna do better. Yo, look how good Jamel did. You know what I mean? He wasn't in there. He had to move up 3 divisions, but he did so bad, he turned everybody off. Sin, what up? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. We rock out twice a day. I'm usually very consistent, you know what I mean? I'm usually here every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, giving you 2 shows per day, twice a day, every day. Except Saturdays and Sundays, but, big fights, we usually end up doing 3 shows on a Saturday because we're fucking degenerate boxing fans around here. We got a new Zorro. Uh-oh, Alex. You dropped your name, they picked it up.
Yo, Ness.
What up?
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Yoko. I had to call in about this topic I seen you was talking about the other day. I didn't get to go off topic. So you You just want Bud to block your ass again, huh? Why you over there promoting that fight with him and David?
I mean, Floyd recommended it, and I felt very happy to see Floyd and I on the same page, being as though that I was telling Bud to fight David and Jaime 3 months ago.
Well,
Because
no, but
because
like
I'm
go
not
ahead, go ahead.
with like you want to fight Canelo, cool. I want to see you fight Canelo. He ain't fighting you, cool. Fight somebody else in that division. Like you
But you
want
know
us to
he only said.
believe. But you want us to believe you could beat Canelo. So keep that same energy. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with
But you
that.
know he only said he going up there for Canelo only. You know that. So like why? Like you just
So
like
so that's the thing.
ain't gonna be no more test games with y'all no more, man. He gonna be pissed off at you because
All right, so
you
you
know he
want
don't want to fight.
to just go up there for Canelo? That means it's a payday, bro. That means it's a pick. I ain't even gonna say the other word. I'll let you say it.
You talking about cherry pick, but at the same time, don't you think he got a chance? Wasn't you saying he got a chance?
But that's what I'm saying. If you got a chance versus everybody.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Ness. Like you my nigga, but I wish you had the same energy for David to fight Canelo. I know Canelo your boy, but I don't be seeing that same energy.
And I do. That's why I told him why the fuck he get out the division. Why you ain't enforcing mandatory? Like you announced the fight like 3-4 days before they were supposed to call you mandatory. Like the way all of them moving is weird. Like the fact that you fighting somebody that's managed by Eddie Reynoso is strange. That's right there. That's Get Out to me. That's Black Mirror. Like how the fuck is David Benavidez fighting a Canelo Alvarez fighter, but they don't know it's a Canelo Alvarez? That's Black Mirror to me. I don't believe that.
Hey, and call it. Is Danny on right now or not?
Nah, you know he morning on him.
All right,
you really
I'm
gotta
gonna come back on in the morning. I gotta ask y'all a question. I want to know who y'all got. Bam ever fought Nakatani?
Which Nakatani? Takuma.
Junto.
Oh, Junto.
Junto.
Yeah, I'm thinking Takuma and Nume. Yeah, I'm riding with Bam, man. I'm not just about to stop fucking with Bam because he about to fight somebody who could punch.
My nigga. All right, yo. I'm gonna check in with you.
All right. Yeah, nah, I'm going to ride with him still, and hopefully he get it off. Listen, Bam got some amazing angles, man. That's always going to get him out of danger and put him in position to win because people are not going to see them shots coming from, his angles. Your lender for life. Okay, my man must be a mortgage broker.
Let him cook. Let him cook. What's going on, Ness? It's Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. Happy Tuesday, my friend.
What up, Jerry?
Listen, long-time listener, first-time caller. Are you a first-generation American?
For sure.
Family from DR?
Yep.
Busted your tail. Now you have a successful career.
Appreciate you.
That checks all the boxes, my friend. I've got the same story you have. First-generation American. Mother from Santo Domingo, dad from Puerto Plata. Got it from the mud. And now I have a successful career. Mortgage banker out of Texas, 20 plus years. So it pains me, my friend. It pains me that you are willing to throw away your credibility to die on this Canelo Hill. Listen, I'm a Canelo fan. I think the guy has nothing to prove. But Marco, the other day I saw you and heard you explode on that young man. I don't know if Marco has a blown fuse in his goddamn mic or he just doesn't have the cojones. But I'm going to explain it to you this way. When people hear the word duck, their emotions get all raveled up. So I won't use duck. I'll say Canelo Alvarez has posted the most egregious, uninterested of all time of all time, Ness, I will challenge you to give me another champion. I heard you say Riddick Bowe. No. Let me explain to you why. Today, social media, YouTube especially, has raised the conscience of the average boxing fan. Not only that, but Canelo is the face of boxing, which Riddick Bowe never was. David Benavidez has been #1 for 3 straight years. He fought Lemieux for the interim in 2022 of May. Not only that, I have never heard Canelo utter the words David Benavidez. What he says is they should all fight each other. So you know what David Benavidez did? He fought Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant was hanging on for dear life. Then he fought Andrade, who nobody wanted to fight. Made him quit in the corner. Your first instincts, Ness, follow your instincts. When you saw David Benavidez crush Andrade, you thought to yourself, Canelo should want no parts of the monster. When I saw what Bivol did to Canelo, mind you, we're not talking about Canelo who fought Daniel Jacobs, who had elusive upper body movement. We're talking about Canelo who couldn't get the hell out of the way of Bivol. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're talking about a Canelo that does not punch more than 2 punches at one time, can no longer throw combinations, is no longer a volume puncher. Do you think you and I are the only ones that see that if he fights David Benavidez, he will be food? He won't be able to come back from the defeat, the pounding that the Mexican monster will put on him. Canelo can't even say his name. Yes. This is the most egregious duck of all time. Not only that, but the people are calling for it, Ness. You are the representative of the people. You are the voice. Don't let us down, amigo. The people want to fight. Instead of Canelo just saying, I'm not interested. He's younger. I mean, I've got guys like you, boxing IQ, guys that are not casuals. You guys know the situation. And y'all had the nerve to say Benavidez is ducking? 3 years, #1. 2 years fought for the interim. And you think WBC Suleiman next month is going to strip Canelo? Hell no. Canelo has too much power. He has too much power, Ness. I need you to not die on that Canelo Hill. You are too powerful in the community. Set it straight. Your eyes don't lie, Chico. Canelo is food. This is Jerry Soriano. You're in it for life. Let him cook.
All right, Jerry. I mean, we need more people like you. You see, we just don't have enough passionate fans that call in to express themselves in that manner for David. Hopefully, we start to get more so that we can get the demand that you believe exists. I certainly want the fight from a if he dies standpoint. But from a Canelo fan, yeah, you seen what I said Sunday after, David beat Andre. He don't need that fight. He don't need that fight. If he wants to be great and go out on his Mexican shield, then take that fight. But, that's a serious fight. That is a serious fight that he would have to consider. I want to see Does he take it if the money is offered properly? Like if the right money is offered and it's a real offer, then and only then can I call him a duck. I'm sorry, guys. Mr. Jerry. There is no official offers for me. You know, old stuff is old stuff. You know, these conversations right now, why are they not interjecting David? Like, why are we still talking about Charlo not being part of this and Munguia? Why is there no mention of David? That is strange to me. And again, yeah, that's where it ends for me. I don't like the fact that there are 0 attempts of making the biggest fight that allegedly we want in boxing. You know, if they made it clear in everything we reported in the beginning of this show that his deal is no longer existent and this is a new deal, so then why can't you offer David? Like, you guys want me to believe that he's ducking a guy that consistently isn't being offered. Why is Munguia being offered? Why can't Coppinger report? So it's only Munguia because Canelo continues to reject $55 million to face David. Like, I want to see that. What's wrong with that? Call me dying on the Canelo Hill. Call me whatever. That's what I want to see. I want to see a legitimate reporter tell me that Canelo has turned down $55 million, $60 million, $70 million, whatever these offers are, please. I need that. I just want that in some sort of legit report. And until then, no, I refuse to say that a man that has fought everybody in boxing is ducking. It's just, I'm not going to say that. I'm just not. But I've been joined with Troy the Boxer and King Amin in Essex. What's going on, fellas?
Salute, salute. Troy, long time no see, brother.
Troy King,
You
what
know
it do?
what it is. Assalamu alaikum, I mean. Hamza in the building. What's good with my big bro Ness and my big bro Amin, King Amin. You know, I'm just here to talk about this Canelo because I hear a lot of hate, but I have a different theory and facts that I can give. So
take it away.
If I wanted to be like, if I'm thinking about boxing and I'm saying Canelo is fighting Jaime Munguia and David Benavidez, and I would say they're closely around the same age. I feel like, no, logically speaking, Canelo will be using this fight because he's fighting a younger gentleman, and that output was going to get him ready for David Benavidez if he chooses to fight him next. Due to the style of Jaime, he's aggressive, the height. He wants to. Floyd used to do this because Floyd fought some tall guys before he fought actually Gennaro Hernandez. So I've learned that a lot of these boxers look at other people's careers and they use, and this is just how it works. So that's why in my expert theory, logically speaking, I would say Canelo is fighting a younger, more active, so he can get back in the mode. So if he chooses to fight David, that the stylistic matchup is there and he'll be used to it. Because Devin Haney has done this with, Devin Haney fought 2 left-handers. That's why he fought Lomachenko. Then he's ready for Regis because he's used to that style. You could still implement the same punches in the camp. So, and with Jaime Munguia, I used to have a fighter named Lamont Killzone Quarterman that was actually in camp with Jaime Munguia when he had to fight this black fighter. It was him and Lewis Rose. And Jaime Munguia is not really trained particularly well. He doesn't have good handlers, good businessmen and promoters, but his trainers are not there, and I think Canelo knows that. And that's all I got to say right now.
I do like that angle, though. You know, the youth of a Jaime matches the youth of a David. The output of a Jaime matches the output of a David. So I can see how it could be taken as preparation for David. I know that the Canelo haters won't see it that way, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts?
You know, I never looked at it from a tactical, and that's why we need to bring in the experts, the hired guns, as you call them, Ness, because I never looked at it from a tactical point. I only looked at it from like a strategic business point, you know, and I think that's maybe what's frustrating everybody. But as Troy put it so eloquently, I mean, you kind of need to be warmed up, I guess, to be put through the ringer. I don't know if he, you know, Canelo, this is, if we going off of that, you know, he had it too light. He's like, yo, I just came in off of the little Charlo. That shit was glorified sparring. If y'all asking me to get in ring with David Benavidez, shit, not only do you have to pay me properly, excuse me, I need the preparation and the experience. And at this level, maybe it doesn't come from camps. Maybe it comes from live fights. So he's trying to set this up perfectly that he can do the right thing by himself and also by the fans. I love that theory, Troy. Thank you for springboarding us in that direction.
Well, I got a counterpunch here from Cliff in Connecticut coming back. Talk to us. Cliff, you got to unmute.
Cliff, where you at?
Mike is on you.
While we waiting on them, Ness, another thing too, it gives David Benavidez a chance to accrue more revenue and tax under his name because, to my knowledge, he's never fought on pay-per-view that many times.
Yeah, only twice.
Yeah, so like, and if your numbers are not that good, then Canelo is the one actually putting forth all the bread to pay you to fight me. But I can only pay you so much and then recoup so much. So it's kind of hard to pay a man who had low pay-per-view numbers. Listen, if I'm gonna be respectful to Errol Spence and Bud, it's kind of same thing with Bud, even though Bud had the accolades. When it come to business, then you got to take certain losses in the tax market because you haven't accrued enough money up under your name to actually draw that fight by putting butts in the seats. And that's just on the tax side.
Cliff, talk to us.
Yo, what he said is a decent point, but like you ain't really preparing for David Benavidez at all. There's no preparing for that. You could get hurt fighting him. So I understand his point, but I felt the same way with Tank and Frank. I was like, well, Tank need Frank. That'll get him ready. He came out of jail, missed a lot of time. You don't want to move up to 140 and fight Devin without a warm-up fight, even if it was Conor Benn. That's a heavier weight before you go to 140, or someone like Frank, that's a southpaw if he was going to fight Shakur next or whomever. But the writing's on the wall. Like the caller that was going crazy, that was preaching before these two Troy and Asim. Jerry. Before they came on, there was a caller. He was just keeping it 100. His name is Jerry. Jerry. He was passionate, screaming, boom, boom, boom. That was the truth. He was preaching, but he was telling the truth. Like, Canelo, there is no excuse. And the fact that we really a lot of us, the majority thinks that Canelo could get hurt in this fight. I don't see how you really ducking someone that the vast majority think you're going to lose to. So it's not that he's ducking. He just not going to win the fight. He's too
I got a
old.
question for the caller. I got a question for the caller. Has David Benavidez, just like Ness said, if these fighters want to fight with Canelo and you saying We'll use Bud for an example. I'm going to go up to 68 just for Canelo. Well, if that's the case, then you could fight anybody at 68. Because Canelo went up to 75 and stopped Kovalev, who was the man at 75 and a known puncher. And he put down a known Hall of Famer. Has David Benavidez done anything like that? To show that he can handle himself in there with Canelo. Because Canelo showed he can handle himself in there with the higher weight class. That's just a question I'm asking.
Yeah, in a way he has. The way he stopped Andreas and made him quit on the stool, I think Benavidez is the bookie favorite if they end up making this fight. I believe that Canelo would be an underdog for the first time.
He's talking about the way that Benavidez stopped Andre. I mean, I thought the same.
That's not a true 68-pounder, though, Ness.
No, it ain't. It ain't, but neither is Canelo.
Well, at this point, Canelo will be a 68-pounder. He beat other 68-pounders. What 68-pounder did
Nicholson, Demond Nicholson?
Listen, I'm a boob. I love
Demond Nicholson though. He's a vet. He's a vet. He ain't elite, but he a vet.
That's my point. Like I'm only saying for Canelo, and when people are beating elite former world champions, like Kovalev was a former world champion, like you said. It goes.
Nah, he was a current champion.
So that's even crazier. What does David have that Canelo can?
Yeah, but champ, you talking accolades, Troy. Like motherfuckers ain't looking at what David has done. They looking at what David is doing and imagining Canelo in that ring.
I'm just saying he hasn't done anything. What has he done?
I mean, so you ain't like what he did to Plant.
And
Plant was already whooped. He already got whooped by. I want to see him.
You
fight
can't do that. How you gonna say he already got whooped? Like, yo, everybody
like Canelo.
lose, but everybody lose. So now Plant ain't no good because he suffered a loss.
No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, in the style that Plant fights in, it's tailor made for Benavidez. And I haven't seen when I did see Benavidez in there with a decent puncher. His ass was on the canvas, which was Ronald Graville.
Nah, because that was early in the career. After that, he was in there with a real puncher, not a decent puncher. He was in there with a certified puncher in Anthony the Dog Durrell. Like, you can't call Anthony Durrell.
He's not a puncher, though, Ness.
Man, He's
a boxer by nature.
You wildin'. If you go to his resume right now, I guarantee you in the 70s. I'm about to check. I'm about to see if I'm wrong.
All I'm saying, he's not a known puncher.
Bruh, Anthony Durrell
not hurting you with one shot.
Anthony Durrell, wasn't he the only other dude that knocked out Marcos Madman Hernandez, who Troy Isley just knocked out?
I mean, that's fine because styles make fights in that case, but I'm saying in the style that Caleb fights in, it's tailor-made for people.
He got a
like
73% knockout ratio, player.
That's because but is them knockouts or TKOs?
He knocked out Dennis Douglas, and that's a common opponent.
Oh man,
that's a common opponent with Benavidez. He knocked out Yeardom. That's a common opponent with Canelo. He knocked out Caleb Truax. Who couldn't do that? Was it Daniel Jacobs that couldn't do it? I know somebody. Yeah. I know somebody fought Caleb Truax and couldn't knock his ass out. So I don't want to hear all that shit.
Yeah, that's at 60 though.
Bruh, he fought Caleb Truax at 68.
When Canelo went up to 75, and David has not done that, and he has not done those people you named. They're nowhere near elite.
Yo,
that's what I'm not saying it to poop on them. I'm just saying, big bro, like, you have to show us more, Dave. You can't just stay busy.
I disagree totally. I disagree totally. Like, dudes do this all the time. Like, Boots is doing this. Like, he could only show you versus who he could show you.
Ness, that's my point. I don't agree with that.
I mean,
when Devin did it,
tell his contemporaries.
Getting work.
But tell his contemporaries to get in the ring, and you see what happened. So David was ducked for a while. Then what happened? He finally got Plant. Plant ain't want to unify with David. Don't have revisionist history, you know what I'm saying? Try to remember everything. Plant ain't want to unify. Well, I ain't going to say Plant ain't want to unify, but that fight never happened. I don't know who was to blame because I know there's a lot of videos with Lewickovic looking like he doesn't want to make the fight and Plant with a lot of videos looking like he wants to make the fight. But that fight never happened. And, you know, Plant went and lost. When David got him, he beat him. He also beat Benavidez. You know what I mean? So when people wasn't fighting him, he was destroying motherfuckers. And then when they finally started to fight him, he started destroying motherfuckers. So I don't know. Because he destroyed Boo Boo. He destroyed Boo Boo.
Boo Boo has regressed as a fighter, bro. Like Boo Boo, that's not the same Boo Boo.
I mean,
like that's what I'm saying. Like Boo Boo was inactive, and I'm just trying to get to the bottom of why everybody thinks.
How you inactive when he had a fight in January on the tank card?
Because Boo Boo should have been more active than that. He wasn't fighting every at least once or twice a year, bro. He was not seen.
I mean, I don't think he was that inactive. I would have to check because remember he had like 5 fights on Dazn.
So
but
Troy,
I mean,
let me ask you. So you would be opposed clearly. I guess you would be opposed to Benavidez moving up to 175, and maybe the fight happening eventually at 175.
You talking about against Canelo?
Benavidez, yeah, because I mean, I'm guessing.
I don't care if it's at 175. I don't care where the fight is at. I'm just stating like why he not fighting him right now, because he not worth that bread right now. Like before you even box, you got to get paid. He just hasn't done it. Like just for the fact that Ness named them guys, them guys ain't gonna get you paid.
So champ, who the fuck did Jaime beat? Like, why y'all doing this? Why y'all do this? Like,
so that's my point. I don't think he should fight Jaime either. I think he should rematch. Well, Bivol about to fight Benavidez.
And he locked into a 2-fight deal with Benavidez. Like, I don't know what y'all want from Canelo, and I don't know what you particularly want David to do. Like, he done all he could do. The only thing he can continue to do is not move the fuck up and fight Mobili. That's what he should have done. I don't know why he going up to fight this dude nobody give a 2 fucks about.
So
he's trying to show that he can handle himself in there with a heavier with Canelo. So he like, well, maybe if I go up to 75 and show him I could beat these guys too. Like, that's all I'm saying.
But one of the callers said it though, man. I think this is a case to where, my big question is if his body can handle it, he needs to pull a Triple G move and just knock down all the doors at 68 until Canelo can't run no more.
That's what I said. Like, yo, it's easy. And look, it's gonna be out on March 7th. But like, one of our listeners set up the perfect fight. And David definitely agreed with it. But he also, like I said, he also told me he wants to fight Zurdo. Zurdo set to fight, what is it, Arslan something, Gorman or whatever. So if he wins that belt, he wants to fight Zurdo next. So dude got a lot of ambition. We'll see what he does. But in my head, when I hear somebody at 68 tell me I'm moving up to 75 next, and my very next fight could be at 200, maybe you ain't want to even stay there no more. Maybe you just tired of waiting for that motherfucker. You tired of being so disciplined, because let's be real. Dude starts camp. Look, he fighting allegedly in June. He already deep in camp. He already sparring. He doing 4-month camp. So maybe he tired of that shit. Maybe like, fuck it. Let me see how I'm going to feel at 75. But again, I did talk to him, and he said he won't shorten his camp. That's how he trained. He said, my tank is legendary for a reason. I got to do what I do so that y'all could keep saying that my tank is legendary. And shout out to the Patreon that sparked that, because, you know, he mentioned that, like, yo, you got a legendary tank. And, you know, that really set him off on a good answer. But I got Drew. What it do? If you a member, check out part 2 of that interview. It's live right now on our YouTube channel. Go ahead, Drew.
Oh, all right. Who's the brother speaking the gospel on David Benavidez right there?
Troy King, former fighter.
Thank you, Troy. I mean, too, for bringing that up. David is not running through cats, knocking them down like Triple G was. He has no viral moments like when Triple G put Curtis Stevens on his ass, and Curtis Stevens like, whoa, I fucked up. He ain't doing that shit. He's a Mama Luke waiting on the payday. Samson even said it. Like, we're not doing the Caleb versus David until you guys pay. It's A level. He did the fucking interview with Fred Hawthorne talking that shit and didn't even want to unify. Go up there, like what happened to David Morrell? If it was Triple G ran through the dudes. He would have ran through David Morrell with Billy, all these cats just like, no, you can't go nowhere, motherfucker. Viva Mexico, cabron. He's not doing that. You going up there to fight Gvozdyk? And then you're going to try to fight the winner of Gulamarian versus Zurdo? We was calling for you to fight Zurdo 2 fucking years ago, bro. You just waiting around, bro. You're not even, your daddy's not even in the rooms when Samson's giving him the relay and the messages. So it's interchangeable with him and fucking Jaime. Like, bro, legendary gas tanks, hard chins. But they're going to come up against Canelo, the counterpuncher, and it's going to be all she wrote. Do I want to see the fight? Yeah. But he, like Brother Troy said, and I mean, he's not doing nothing to just, like, bro. It's just that this is the Floyd shit. People want to see Canelo get beat. And if he fights David and he beats him, okay, what's next for Canelo? Oh, he's fucking ducking Mabili. He ducking Morrell. This is just, it is what it is. I mean, do you see it, David knocking him down the way Triple G forced the public to get that fight?
Absolutely not, Drew. And I was just getting ready to ask, is this a case where people just want to see, and no disrespect to David Benavidez, but because how do we get to this position where we have to see and we have to believe that David Benavidez is the only guy that can beat Canelo? I mean, that's the most interesting part of boxing. We need to have rivals, but somehow, I don't know if it was Tyson, we anointed him.
But the fact that y'all trying to say he hasn't done enough when he's already fought Plant and beat Boo Boo, who Canelo refused to fight.
Because Boo Boo didn't do shit at 168, Ness. He fucking ducked the fucking fight where Ryder stepped in and became the Mando. What is Boo Boo ain't shit at 168.
But it don't matter. Canelo didn't fight him in 2 divisions, so David beat him. Like, how is that not enough?
And the Charlos didn't fight him. The Charlos didn't fight him. Boo Boo made his own mistakes of why he didn't get big fights.
I don't know, bro.
David's done enough.
There's no way I could look at. There's no way I could look at David beat Plant and Andre and not want the Canelo fight. Y'all crazy.
No, listen, I'm not I'm just saying, but because that's an easier case to saying that you beat the guys Canelo has avoided than it is to make the case to say you beat the rest of the guys in the division, or you beat, I mean, and it's a dicey game because somebody said you can only fight the guys that's in front of you, but I mean, what do we have to? I'm just asking questions.
But Jaime is getting the fight because he's more vulnerable. We understand that, right?
Sure, but we also could if we looked at Jaime's box rec, even though they're not at 68, not a lot of those guys, even at 160, I call him, he was breastfed and protected. But at least when we look at his resume, and we see the development over time, we say to ourselves, yo, this kid is either going to go in there and try to destroy Canelo because he believes he's the better Mexican, or he's just out of his fucking league because he was matched against guys late in their career. But it's something to go off of. That's all I'm saying. It's not a bad fight to me.
So when you look at David's resume, what does that tell you?
David's resume respectfully tells me his resume and that he was an interim champion. What I see from him fighting in the ring tells me if I had to pick somebody to beat Canelo, maybe he's just the guy.
James, Counterpunch, Atlanta.
Yo, Ness, you hear me? And Troy, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shit, you look at Benavidez's resume, it tells me that he's ready for a Canelo fight, man. Like you said, man, what the fuck he's supposed to do, man? He beat the brakes off of Plant. Plant's one of my favorite fighters, man. Plant really survived by shit. God only knows that he had the right referee and that didn't stop the fight. That's the only reason why Benavidez don't have back-to-back stoppages. Other than that, I mean, Troy, man, I tried to, welcome back, man. It's been a minute, man. But, bruh, I'm going to say this respectfully, man. You full of shit, man. Because you can't be dislocated. Like, you can't be dislocated playing talking about he ain't no shit fighter or whatever, man. Because, end of the day, he did the unthinkable by stopping Darrell. I was one of the few people that saw that shit a mile away, and I called that.
Darrell was
Other than
passing the
that,
line, bro.
man, get the fuck out of here,
bro.
man. Get the fuck out of here. He was still a good viable opponent.
Are you serious, bro?
He was still a good viable
Darrell
opponent.
lost already?
Bro, so
Man,
like,
a lot of niggas lose in
like
boxing,
one
man.
loss is
No,
like
I'm talking about how the
Like-
losses he took, like how he
And
lost.
then
yeah, he lost
Like,
to
everybody
he
can
lost to
lose,
Benavidez.
but it's certain type of losses that'll damage you for the next fighter. He wasn't nearly the same fighter, bro.
But he only had like the bad losses to Benavidez and then Plant.
Yeah. He had a bad
bro.
loss to Benavidez,
The loss to
bad loss to Plant,
Benavidez,
and he
did he
underperformed
get
against
stopped?
Tyron Davis.
Of course he
That's
got
all-
stopped.
really
That's
it.
what Benavidez do.
All right then.
Yeah, but
And if he got stopped,
yeah.
when he get in there again, it's more
And
of an
then-
easier road for him to get stopped by anybody else.
Man, whatever, man. Then you want to shit on Mama's boy.
I'm not.
Man.
Listen, y'all taking it
Nah,
like
bro,
I'm
you
shitting
tough
on
with that
people.
Mama's boy,
I'm
man. I'm
just
a fan of Mama's
what
boy.
happened,
Like,
bro.
man, bro, I'm not capping, bro. Like, look at Mama's boy resume, man. The lower level fighters he beat, the upper level fighters and shit like Ammo Williams, the Darrell, shit. He should have beat Mike Guy. Benavidez, of course, he's gonna lose, man. So it's like, and then at the end, it is what it is. But Douglas, man, you gotta put respect on his name.
Who should have beat my guy?
Oh
Douglas,
shit, Dennis Douglas should have beat. Yeah, Douglas should have beat my guy.
No, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have.
Man, bro,
Hey,
he
yo,
was a
my
Troy,
guy
collegiate
is my
boxer.
bro.
Troy, you terrible, yo. You be wild.
No, listen, bro. Do you know Dennis
What's
Douglas? Have you ever shared the ring with Cuz?
Yeah, I know him.
He's not like that. You talking to you got
Bro,
box
but he's
with Cuz?
durable though. He's mad durable.
Durable and skill set mean nothing in the boxing ring.
He's still
listen,
sparring
I
right
regress.
now
I
in
regress.
Vegas.
Your Honor, I regress, Your Honor, because I actually did
You
this.
regret.
So, like,
Huge.
I'm not going to argue the fact that durable and skills are two different things.
For sure.
I know a lot of durable people who get their ass
Nah,
whooped.
we
Go
agree.
do y'all thing.
We agree.
And we know
Durable
a
and
lot of
skills
we
is
know a
two
lot of
different
niggas got
things.
skills. Yeah, man.
But
You know a
but
lot of niggas with
sometimes
skills that get the ass
Troy,
whooped too.
Not
Go
to
ahead,
cut
you
you
mean,
off,
my
but
bad.
I got you with a
You
super
straight.
chat. But Troy, would you agree that a durable, skilled fighter can help a developing fighter, get to that championship level or that next level?
Of course they can, bro, because if you could stop a durable guy,
That's
you
not my
showing
argument.
your worth.
That's not my argument.
But that's our argument. When you dismiss a name like Dennis Douglas, we telling you, Troy, don't dismiss that, because that was a phase in that man's career to see can he get past
bro,
the durable veteran.
I'd rather fight 20 skilled people than fight 20 durable people, because skills pay bills. That's all I'm saying.
And that's fine, but as a developing fighter, you gotta be in there with all of them. With all of them. Dennis Douglas is about to fight right now with Marquise Taylor.
Come on, bro.
I wanna see how many of y'all picking stoppage. How many of y'all picking Dennis Douglas to get stopped if he's so done? If he ain't skilled.
I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't think
talking
he's
about, man. Anyway, James, let me get to somebody else. But you wrapped
Hey,
up?
man,
You
it's all
good?
good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, man, keep that counterpunch, man. Hey, say that
Sure?
for another time, man. Yeah, I'm pausing. I'm about to go work out with the wife, man. Shout out to you and
Okay.
shout out to the community, man. I'm gone.
All right.
Salute.
Ahmed. Fred Robinson, $5 super chat. He says, y'all got to stop the cap. GGG left fights on the table. How many final eliminators can one man fight? Canelo fans are like Trump supporters. Delusional. Whatever, man.
Yes, this. How's it going, man? It's been a while.
All good.
Yo, you guys are talking about resumes, but
Nah, not
let me
me,
say
man. That's
something.
what this guy's trying to make it about. I think Benavidez has done more than enough to get the fight. That's the fighter on the
Can I?
panel saying he needs better fights.
But even a year ago, before Benavidez beat Andrade, there was a talk of resume. I just want to see when Tyson Fury dethroned Vladimir Klitschko, his resume was nowhere near as good as Benavidez's resume. So why do people always mention resume? Like that's
Because it's a talking
sometimes.
point to stop the fight from happening. Oh, what has he done? Who has he fought? That's how you get people to, go into arguments rather than looking at the fighter and what he's doing in the ring versus that other fighter and how would that fucking end up?
Hey,
Yeah.
Ness, would you agree? Would you agree you have to beat somebody to get a fight? Like you really got to get some work. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I'm
I
not
mean,
saying
I mean,
David
Jaime
Benavidez has
Munguia,
not fought anyone.
Jaime Munguia
I'm saying
beat Ryder and he get in the fight. So I mean, yeah, you got to beat somebody. It just don't really matter who.
you know what, Ness? I'm not in agreement with the Jaime Munguia fight because he ain't done nothing.
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
disagree with that.
So
I
to say,
disagree with
so
that.
to say that one dude,
No, I'm not saying
gotta
like
do something when
no,
one dude is already getting it without doing anything.
But he's already fought
Ness,
John
my
Ryder.
question is, what is so great about Jaime? He must got something because everybody has been trying to fight Young Cuz for the
He
longest,
got the
bro.
backing. He got the backing, and he a fan-friendly fighter, and he's vulnerable. He
Yeah,
got
see
the
that
fan
back
base.
end, you know what? You absolutely right. Because that like getting paid to show up is one thing, but the back end means because if I'm not mistaken, some of these pay-per-views are they're not just a one-time buy. Like especially when you go to Amazon Prime, they're gonna make it to where you can listen to this, bro. And I could be mistaken, but after the pay-per-view is already sold and maxed out, they're gonna make it to where you can either rent or just watch the fight on viewership alone, and they're gonna be getting paid through Amazon Prime that way. Because Amazon Prime is just like an app on your smart TV.
For sure.
They're gonna do it like the Zone, but they're gonna have their own boxing, and that's where that back end come in because the fight could be so exciting due to what Jaime's able to put out that's why they're gonna, that's all I'm saying. It's just not about skills and durability with me because I've been understood contracts and like I understand some of these contracts and doing joint ventures, you're trying to liquidate more money in the public. And that's all I'm saying. Canelo trying to get his best deal for his bread. And I still think he's
For
gonna fight
sure.
Benavidez.
Go ahead,
Yeah, but
Ahmed.
outside Benavidez, if we're gonna talk about resume, then the guy has beaten Sergey Derevchenko, which arguably is Jamal Charlo's best win, and he's coming off a knockout over John Ryder, who went the distance with Canelo. So I don't know, like outside Benavidez, I think Munguia has done more than enough to get that fight. If we're gonna talk about resume, then it's
Yeah,
hard to equate that.
but dude, you talking about fucking contenders that Jaime beat and deserves the fight where David beat former champs and
No,
current
I agree, but I'm
champs.
saying, but outside Benavidez, because Benavidez is moving up to fight
Oh
Gavazza.
yeah, well
I'm
yeah.
saying,
I
Outside
don't
of
mean to cut my man
Benavidez,
off. I think
I'm talking about
Benavidez,
because
I would say
compare
logically
David
Benavidez
Morrell's
has a better record.
resume to Munguia. Then, if we're gonna do resumes, because that's what it looks like people are trying to do. David Morrell's resume and Munguia's resume is night and day. Munguia has got a much better resume. I'm not saying that's Morrell's fault, but I'm saying if we're gonna do that thing, then you're gonna only come up with one or two guys that actually deserve
nah,
to fight
it's
Canelo.
Morrell's fault because that's his team.
He's only had 9 or 10 fights as well, though. I agree in a
Yeah,
way,
but if they trying to fast track them, they need to be prepared to pay the price for that. You're not gonna get people jumping in the ring with a dude that is, a heavily touted up and coming contender for peanuts.
yeah. Ness, I gotta ask you a question before I go. Do you still favor Canelo over Benavidez, or do you have Benavidez if they were to fight? I don't think it's happening. But say if they were to fight in September.
I mean, based off the Andrade fight, I came out of that fight believing that Benavidez would beat Canelo pretty bad.
All right. Yeah, I agree. All right. Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Yeah, I just feel like Benavidez is next level. I mean, again, I could be wrong, right? Like, I always think these guys can do more than what they can actually do. I'm the one that wanted Floyd to fight Gennady. You know, I really thought Guillermo was going to beat Loma. I think that Crawford could really contend at 68. I believe Crawford could certainly beat the shit out of Jaime. Can he beat the shit out of Benavidez? I don't know. He might get, steamrolled. But I think he can certainly beat the fuck out of Jaime. And I just believe in fighters more than they believe in themselves, right? I'm the same guy thought Tank should fight Crawford at 47. Force him to stay at 47, Get him to drain, Fight him. He's 36 fucking years old, for God's sakes. You understand? Duran did the shit.
I got a question. Come on, bro. You're tripping.
Duran did it. He fought undefeated. He fought undefeated fucking Sugar Ray at 47.
Listen, you can't listen, Ness. I love Bud, but you gotta chill.
But Bud would be. Bud would be. But Bud. 90s. But Bud would be Leonard in my equation.
No, I understand.
Tank would be
saying,
Duran moving up.
I get that, and they both be punching, but I'm going to say this about Duran and Tank. Their defense and their skill, this is what I mean, like their skill sets are on different levels. Tank's skill set is nowhere near a Roberto Duran, and I can honestly say that. And I love Tank as an elite, as a good fighter, but Roberto Duran was 76 and won with 56 knockouts when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. Like, you're not going to... Like, and I love Bud, my man. But that's just Bud. But I don't think Bud could beat Benavidez or Jaime, because Jaime busy and he big, bro. If you don't hurt him and get him out of there, bro.
Jaime started at 147, I have you know.
I do, but he was young, though.
Nah, he's still young.
How old is he?
Fuck, in his 20s, bro. All them dudes young.
I thought he was in his late 20s.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure he in his 20s.
I thought he was like 26.
This is the question I got for you, and I mean, the Boxing Voice Grand Tour and Mr. Amin. Stylistically, if David Benavidez fights coming
27.
forward, you actually think that's going to be a good fight for a man that height, fighting a man that short with defense like Dwight Muhammad Qawi? Fighting somebody that tall.
If you're talking about Canelo,
I'm talking about Canelo's
David is made. David is made to destroy Canelo. His style is made to destroy Canelo.
I don't think so.
He's gonna walk down Canelo in the high guard that Canelo loves to see. He loves to see that. He's gonna get excited. Like, oh, he's showing me what I see every day.
Saying, that just hold on, slow down for me, breathe. If David Benavidez is 6'2.5", how is his punches really going to be effective if he's standing all the way up in the air? Canelo is my height, 5'8".
Yeah, because we're going to beat the body.
If he's going to have to get down and be...
Yeah,
listen,
we beat the body. Yeah, we like to go to the body. Have you watched David fight?
David Benavidez is going to be up here.
Have you watched him fight?
Canelo's going to be right here.
Have you watched him fight? He transitions from high guard to beat the body without a problem.
No, I'm talking about David Benavidez bending his knees.
Me too.
He's gonna come. Is he gonna come forward or is he gonna be going like this?
Nah, he coming forward. He coming forward.
All right then. So his arms are long. This is the only thing I'm asking from a boxing standpoint. if David Benavidez comes forward and gets close with longer arms, how is he going to be able to be actually logically effective
My dude, by
against a
shortening
shorter
the
man who be
punches.
doing all of this?
He do that shit too. What you talking about? Have you not watched him fight? He do all that. He do all that
No,
too.
David Benavidez is primarily in a high guard. Anybody who get in there
Man,
with
you're
Canelo,
mad.
no, hold on, listen, just listen. I'm only talking about what I actually seen.
You ain't watching enough
Hold
fights
on,
of
how does
him.
B-Ball doesn't fight out of the high guard? He fights usually with his hands at his chest, and he doesn't really turn his punches. When he got in there with Canelo, I was like, how is he gonna fight? Cuz is he gonna fight him in high usually fighting? Because if he hop in, Canelo gonna crack him and hurt him. He was in the high guard. And I said, oh, that's how he beat him. He used a high guard because he the bigger man. David Benavidez is big. But at 68, he's not big because he got a drain. And then he's so tall, bruh.
So tell your
That's
mans
all
to
I'm saying
fight him.
stylistically.
Tell your mans to fight him.
David Benavidez don't be bending his knees.
Tell your mans to fight him then. If it's so easy, why your mans want to fight
No, I'm not
everybody
saying
but
it's
him?
easy, Ness. You got to listen. I'm just saying, listen to what I'm saying. David Benavidez primarily likes to come forward like Jaime Munguia. I'm going to take you back to my original point. Jaime Munguia is going to come forward. He can box a little, but he's going to get some work. So once Canelo sees that and sees that height, logically, that will give him a good opportunity and give him an idea against Benavidez. But if Benavidez chooses to fight the same style, Your Honor, before I've regressed, how is that going to be beneficial for Benavidez? Because he's the taller fighter.
You act like he didn't fight Dennis Duggan, bro. He's fought small dudes and got him out of there, man. First of all, he's athletic.
Dennis Duggan is not Canelo.
Bro, nobody is Canelo, man. If every time we make a point, you gonna go to fucking resume, it's not even worth debating.
Plus, I feel like
I'm talking about the head move. No, I'm not talking about resumes or nothing.
My dude, I just said he did it to a shorter dude in Duggan. You said he not Canelo, so you is talking about resume.
No, I'm saying, Dennis Duggan has head movement like Canelo. Are you not adhering to admissible evidence?
But is we talking about head movement or we talking about the taller man fighting behind the high guard? What is he gonna do? He with a short guy.
I'm talking about.
Come on, you pushing the goalposts.
I'm talking about Canelo being the shorter fighter with head movement, and Benavidez trying to fight him in close ranges. When even though he's fought smaller fighters, Benavidez, they haven't had the elusive.
My bro, you haven't watched him fight. He got short punches. Look at what he did to Porky fucking Medina. Was them long shots or mid range right there in his fucking face? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. See, so every time you make a point, he pushed the goalpost back. That's what I said. It's not worth debating.
Am I not saying about the short man moving his head?
But just look at Canelo when you talk about him being short. What I'm thinking is Canelo, he ain't necessarily a work off the jab kind of fighter, and his confidence as of late, he think he can walk people down and feint and swing to the body. So I'm thinking Benavidez, he's a combination puncher, and his hands are very fast. I used to give him flack for having faster hands than feet. But I feel like if Canelo's walking forward, trying to swing them wide body shots and trying to even dip, and you lured me in with a Jersey guy, Dwight Muhammad Kwawi, you lured me in with all that movement before he can, like David's going to be giving volume at him, you know what I mean? So it ain't going to just be, he going to walk up and be swimming underwater between the raindrops and respectfully, he's a what I call a traditional Mexican style fighter who may be prone to take two to give one. And against David, I don't think he can afford to take as many to give. So he's going to have his own complications because David ain't exactly a banger. You know, he ain't going to just be winging power shots. What you think, Troy?
Let me get to some of these callers here. I got, who is, first we got One Way Renzo. Welcome to the prospect level. Big Super Max $5. He said, new drinking game. Take a shot every time Troy says he used to box. Take 2 shots every time he asks a caller if they ever fought before. They remember Troy.
Hashtag rum punch. We never make it through a show.
They remember Troy.
I'm sorry I got some work, and I want to talk about my experiences. My bad, y'all. I don't get mad. Y'all don't see me coming to McDonald's and Burger King and telling y'all that ain't real meat.
Get into Border Wars, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of being offended at Troy's experience, join Border Wars or something. Join your local gym.
I'm just talking about my experiences. I went blind over these things, and I was actually had some decent skill. Ness had me all on this channel knocking people out.
Mimic, $5. Callum Smith, 6'3". He wasn't too big, but Benavidez is. Leo, H-Town, $5. Canelo is a counterpuncher. All that volume is what Canelo wants. Shit, going to look like Tank versus Rolly. David is going to sleep. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Tell him make the fucking fight.
Troy, I see you agreeing, man. But that's where I'm gonna have to see. That's what Canelo's gonna have to prove it to me.
I'm not saying he'll put him to sleep, and I'm not saying that.
My man ain't put Ryder to sleep, man. Knock it off, bruv.
No, I'm not, and that's fine, bro. But Ryder doesn't let his hands go enough, and against a volume puncher as big as Jaime,
he wouldn't even.
I'm just saying what I've seen when the highlights, Ness. When Jaime Munguia is a volume puncher, he's gonna beat Ryder because Ryder doesn't let his hands go, and he doesn't have any head movement. That's all I'm stating, or how they fight, and how Canelo is still a smaller guy. And Ryder has always been at that weight class. Canelo can hurt him and beat him. He beat him up. But Canelo's not there to be hit. So sometimes he's not going to stop like a Ryder because Jaime's there to be hit. And that's why Canelo's going to fight this young, busy man. Listen, this young boy is going to be throwing a lot of shots, bro. I had a fighter in camp with him. He got power. My man actually been punched by Cuz. He said, bro, he rung me. The young man could punch. And he does have some skill. Like, he can jab to the body. He is a good listener. He has mad
Jaime getting knocked out, bro. Jaime getting stopped, man. Jaime the same dude Nevada Commission ain't approved to fight Triple G, man. Canelo taking Jaime because Jaime is vulnerable, because Jaime been punched in the face by everybody he fought. Jaime lost arguably to Dennis Douglas. Jaime is...
I gotta watch that fight, though.
Jaime is a fucking...
Because it could have been Dennis
a
is
meal
my
ticket.
Man. I'm just saying,
he's another Charlo. He's another Charlo, but he actually has backing. He's gonna lose to Canelo for $35 million, but he got people that's gonna pay to watch him lose.
And again, I got a different opinion, man, because I feel like Munguia is young and dumb, and he believed that he's the better guy. He believes he's more Mexican.
Man, knock it off, man. Knock it off. How dare you say he believes he's the better guy? This motherfucker's the same dude that been ducking people for like 4 years.
Listen, you and me know that. I'm saying what Jaime believes.
No, Jaime don't believe that. He been in like 4 title shots where he like, nah, I don't want that fight. I don't want that fight. I don't want that title shot. I don't want that title shot, man. Get the fuck out of here. Jaime don't think he could beat Canelo.
Saying, but Jaime don't do his own thing, bro. Like I said, I had somebody in camp with him, bro. He does not listen. They barely pay their sparring partners.
So listen, if Jaime don't do his own thing, then it's even worse. Because if he's another Benavidez that just lets the offers come to him and don't know who the dude is managed by, that's on them.
Listen, bro,
that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. They not business savvy. That's Jaime's fault, but it don't matter because his team got him here. He gonna get the Canelo fight. He gonna get stopped. Yeah. The kid gonna get stopped. Yeah. He gonna get stopped in front of his country, and it'll be a sacrificial lamb. He should be fighting Crawford or Charlo.
Yo.
What up, Fats?
What up, man? Yeah, Tank knocked Duran ass out, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Man, am I reading this title correctly, man? You talking about Canelo versus Jaime Munguia, 95% done. Fire emojis, really?
Yeah.
All this just to not fight. All this just to not fight David in September.
Word.
I thought everybody was saying, it's gonna be bigger in September. It is, it's the Independence Day. Ain't that? Am I correct? Right? That's the
Yep. Yep.
Independence
Yep.
Day.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they were saying it's the Independence
That's what
Day.
they said,
He want to
facts.
fight Charlo. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what they were
it's
saying.
not
And
over though. It's not over.
he
Coppinger's
look,
still
look at that.
reporting. Coppinger's still reporting that it could be a 1 fight or a 2 fight because this is a completely new deal.
I mean, what I tell you a couple weeks ago, he weighed my boy out, yo. Weighed him out,
Yeah.
yo. He done had to move up to 175, yo. That's
Nah,
a
he
damn
moved up
shame.
because he
Yo.
wanted to. I ain't like that he moved up. He moved up because he wanted to.
He can't.
fighting.
Canelo, your
Listen,
boy
he
keep
fighting.
playing,
Listen to
yo.
me. Listen to me. He fighting in June. He could have been in silence. He could have been moving up in his head and not ever said, "I'm moving up." That don't make any
You
sense.
You terrible, yo.
I'm
You
just saying.
terrible,
Listen,
yo.
you just heard me sit here defending him versus Troy. I'm defending that he deserved the fight more than Jaime, but I'm still
Yeah,
telling
he
the truth.
definitely did.
He should have never moved up. Should have never moved
He
up.
fighting. He fighting Jaime Munguia. Yeah, I thought you said your boy only fight champions, yo. You try to come at Tank.
My bro, do your research, man.
No.
Call
I'm talking about this
CYP.
fight. I'm talking about
This
this
is a
fight. I'm talking
champion.
about this
This
fight.
is a champion. Do your research. Call CYP.
But when I said Hector Garcia was a champion, you said not at 35. Not at 35.
Not at 35. So when we talking fighting current champions, Hector ain't a
Munguia
current
got belt.
champion.
He got belt at 60.
No, he's not a current champion. He an interim,
shit.
right? I think he got a belt. He got one of them type of belts.
At where? At what weight class?
Yeah, he got a WBC silver and super middleweight title at 68.
Silver? I didn't know that was a belt. That's a
the
belt.
one. What you mean?
Damn.
That's the one that Dillian White had for 600
That's
days.
the shit they have over in the UK.
That's the one that Dillian White had for 600
Damn.
days. That's the one that Charles Conwell has and got signed the Golden Boy with.
That's what Sky Nicholson running around with until she unify.
You know, that's the one that Sergey Derenchenko had.
Them silvers,
I gotta look up
facts.
them
Niggas running
rankings.
around with
I gotta
silvers.
look up them WBC silver rankings.
Yeah,
man.
you in the
I gotta
top
look them
10.
up.
You in the top 10 if you got a silver. You can't be in the 15s.
Yeah, I gotta look them rankings up. I didn't even know they had rankings like that. But yo, what you talking about your boy Ryan Garcia, a star and all that? He can't hold it together, Ness. I'm gonna send you 5 because I know I'm gonna go.
Nah, he might be having an episode. He might be having an episode. I'm not gonna comment on that because I don't know what's real and what's not.
That's what I don't like about him. That's what I like about him. I told you he fake. See, I don't like the fact that he doing this because he really.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's doing this or this is just something happening in his life.
It's clockwork, Ness. It's clockwork. Every time it's time to fight Devin Haney, he do this shit. I could have swore when he was his mandatory and then Tank called him out too. Oh, I having mental breakdowns. He having episodes. Okay, cool. The first time, okay, we don't really know, so we ain't gonna speak on it. Now it's time to fight him again. You try and sell your soul to Illuminati to make sure you beat him. You acting like a demon possessed you. Come on, bro. Bro, it's tripping. I'm telling you, look, somebody done laced his weed with K2, yo. I'm telling you, at this point, he might as well just say that. Say somebody done slip a Mickey on me, man. Somebody done got me. Somebody done laced my weed with the K. Like that's why I have these episodes, cause ain't no way, yo. Ain't no way. He do this like clockwork. Every time it's time to fight Haney, they have nightmares. People don't know how to deal straight to him. They want to say, put me in, coach, but now you don't want to go to the WBC. Because I could have swore Shakur Stevenson, you can go right to the WBC and say you want to challenge Devin Haney for the belt and still keep yours. You can do that, right? I think you can do that. I mean, everybody got to choose when kind of fight this, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But I appreciate the call.
You got another counterpunch for my mean, unless you just want.
Yeah, I sent the counterpunch for you, Fats. Unless you want to come back later.
Oh yeah. No, I mean that's it. And that's talking about his boy, a star, and all this. How can you defend this? And I just want to hear you do that.
I'm not defending. I said I'm refraining from criticizing until I know what's up. You know, like I said, you know, he could be bipolar. We don't know. You know, I have an uncle that's
See,
bipolar. Like
see.
he's moving a little weird. So I don't want to judge without knowing if this is something, you know, medical.
In fact,
That's
we
what
see
I
this
was
with
trying to
Kanye
tell
too.
you. I mean, but Kanye is an entertainer. He don't get paid to box. That's what I was trying to tell Ness. That's what I was trying to tell Ness. Like, I mean, I get, this your platform. I ain't telling you, you do what you do. But I'm saying, like, if this a boxing show, man, you shouldn't be encouraging that this man smoke and drink and all that. He don't get paid to do all that shit. And then, like you saying now we don't know if he going through something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, then you got on the other hand, Keyshawn Davis. I mean, I feel like he did do the right thing. He ain't had to go PC as he did, but I mean, he did do the right thing as an athlete to not really,
Man, but you know that
shine
ain't
a light
him. Look
on
at
that.
Jared. Look at Jared. Now
But
Jared
but
just
that's
went.
what they do.
No, that's the
Jared,
machine. That's the
no,
machine.
but
They give
they
you
young though,
listen.
Ness. It
They
matters how
give
you
you
represent yourself,
and
man.
it
You
do,
you do
it
gotta
do, it
you know
do,
that.
it
You know
do.
that.
But they gave you they real when they first said it. The fake is the cover up apologies, the secondary statements. They real is when they said what they said the first time they said it.
I agree. I said it was too PC. All that it changes life for forever. I don't I don't totally agree with that part. You know what I mean? He went a little too over the top. Like, you get what I'm saying? Talking about he trained harder now. I mean, that could be the case, but that's why I was saying. They shouldn't be championing that, man. He should have got clowned on talking about he drank and smoked after he lost a tank fight as much as he won. Man, boy, he don't take this shit seriously, man.
Hey man, we are not going to be able to get rid of Ryan until he's out of the sport. You know, while he's here, someone's always going to want to fight him, man, because of the money he represents. It just is what it is at this point. But
I mean, he does.
Hey, Ness, somebody said, my bad. I mean,
No, go ahead.
somebody said something about Duran, but Duran was known for like partying, and that's what got him beat by Ray Leonard the second time because he needed time off to relax, and then Ray knew that and rushed the second fight and got him, and that's why Duran in
yeah,
that
that
movie
first win over Ray made him too popular. You know, us Latins got an issue with drinking and partying. You know, Dominicans suffer from that. That's why, you know, historically a lot of Dominican fighters are not good
Man,
because
everybody really do, but I'm just saying, like, some of those things, like, a lot of these boxers have vices, even though it
for
might
sure.
not be, like, some might be gambling, some might be women. Like, it really don't, all that matters, see, Floyd taught me this.
A lot
What
of them
matters is
gamble, man.
what you do in the gym, dog. Well, you gotta, no matter what you doing, you could just do what Floyd do if that's the case. Stay in the gym.
Yeah, not everybody's Floyd, man. Josh, I wish they all was that disciplined.
What's going on, Ness? What's going on, King? I mean,
What up?
Josh, what's good, brother?
Two kings in the building. Troy King, King Amin. What a coincidence.
so today I gotta use my Tip Bayless intro. I see what you're doing, Ness. I see what you be doing, Ness.
What am I doing?
You be letting the lies get cut off when it's good for you, but you ain't cutting the lies when it's going with the narrative. I see what you be doing,
Which
Ness.
lie did I not cut off? Because I feel like I've been arguing with Troy all fucking day.
Yeah, but I've been cutting hair, so I didn't get to call in. We've been watching you on the TV at the barbershop and shit. And it was one of the earlier callers. He was talking about that breach of contract bullshit. It don't make no goddamn sense.
Well,
So
well,
I gotta
you
talk to
gotta
I gotta
check the
talk to King
reports
Amin.
then, because it certainly is. You talking about Drew, and it certainly was a breach if they are now negotiating a new deal.
I gotta talk to King Amin with some sense. The most
Okay.
logical man in TBV. So King Amin, if you sign a contract and you talking to the dude behind doors and he don't like change contract. That would be like some bad business, right? Going to court with the person, that would be bad business, right?
Of course.
But if you don't go to court and the guy changes the contract, changes the terms, or he says, we can just say forget it. If this don't work for you and it's cool with you, we can just toss this in the air. That's good business also too, right? On both parts.
No.
Hell no.
The only reason that Canelo's out of the deal is because Al breached contract by refusing to pay the $35 million for Charlo, bro.
But he never fought Charlo, so he never refused to pay. They were just negotiating the terms.
But see, once you start doing that, Josh, it becomes cowboy business, man. Like
but breach of contract is a legal term in this situation, and nothing legal has went on.
What do you mean?
Every
report,
nothing court legally wise has went on.
Bro, every report has said Charlo's name was on it. That there was a contract. You wilding right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he can't get paid because he didn't get the fight. So if he say I sign a contract to fight these two people, the moment the other fight doesn't happen, the contract is null and void.
Thank you.
Because you're not gonna get paid. So the fight is over. So that's a breach.
And just like I told y'all, the names are not signed for. They are verbally agreed to. That's why they still have to agree to terms.
Not in boxing. You have to sign your name. There's money involved.
My dude, listen. Right now, this report of 95.
Stay out the streets, Josh.
Right now, Josh, the report of this fight being 95.
I'm in them right now, dude.
Listen to me. The report of this fight being 95% done with Jaime Munguia. They've stated that everything has been revised and is in the contract the way both fighters want. It's 95% because they just waiting on both fighters' signature. So again, what you're saying makes zero sense.
So this right here is what kills me. Like I said, King Out means the most logical person here. If you just been fucked over 10 days ago by somebody on millions of dollars, would you turn around and go right back in business with them if they fucked you over in bad business?
Why are you saying the word fucked over? But yes, they certainly reneged on a contract.
Y'all
like
saying
what
that
the
Al
fuck?
refused to pay the man.
That is the truth.
Y'all saying that Al refused to pay the man for a fight that never happened.
But in business, you negotiate, so you give them the opportunity to present another contract. See, Josh, let me ask you one question. I bet you live in an open carry state, don't you?
I live in Texas.
You a G. The way you doing business, like, brother, I need everything on paper with you because I'd be afraid to do business with you, man. I'm afraid that if things go left, you in an open carry state, and Josh is gonna make the rules up on his own.
No, it's not that he gonna make the rules up on his own. It's just that verbal contracts are bonded too, and I get exactly what he's saying. Verbal contracts are bonded, and that's why he's saying they verbally
and
said it too, though.
He knows that the fight contract doesn't get signed
you're wasting your call, though. You're wasting your call because Eddie Reynoso already told you. Brittany Goulson, Vito Milanecki, Al Heyman, any fucking body that wants to challenge Eddie Reynoso, he dared you. He dared y'all. Show him where y'all offered him David fucking Benavidez on a contract.
I'm not talking about Benavidez.
Oh, why?
That has nothing to do with the breach of contract.
Bruh. Anyway, argue that on your own. That's the bell, my dude. Like, you the only one here that is saying that Charlo wasn't on this contract. Like, okay, champ.
I respect Josh. Good call, though.
Sin, what up?
Unmute, champ.
His argument that Charlo wasn't on the man.
Yeah, you hear me? He trying to say the names weren't on paper. Everything was still being negotiated. It's like, bro, stop capping,
man. Absolutely. If that's the case, why did he fight the first Charlo?
Nobody knows but Josh.
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you, Sin. What up?
Yo, listen. We got to stop playing with Saul Cinnamon Challenge Alvarez's name. He do a lot of funny movements when it come to business, but like I said, we ain't never really seen him get duff. 60 plus fights. Yo, listen, I was looking at the resumes. Jaime Munguia got 2 champions. Liam Smith, who got packed up by Canelo, 8th round, 9th round. And then he got Saddam Ali, who beat an old Miguel Cotto, who we all know Cotto not really even supposed to be at that weight. We know he a 140 type guy, and he beat Saddam Ali. So that's 2 champions. David got 4 champions, and now he going to 175. He about to have 5 champions on his resume. Then if you go to cruiserweight, after that, like you said, it's going to be 6 champions. We got to stop playing, though. Like I said, tailor-made for Cinnamon Challenge Alvarez. Like I said, this is not Sugar. This is not Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, all that kind of stuff. You know what Canelo means in Spanish? Cinnamon. And he be coming with the spice. We can't lie. He really be punching. It's not the, bullshit Canelo head package no more, like 160 with Danny Jacobs and them. It's straight high guard and throwing big punches. And he's strong. Skills-wise, he not like these other guys. It's garbage, but he coming with that spice in the ring. And we can't lie right now. David is tailor-made for him, like them silky shirts, Dolce Gabbana he be wearing. We be talking about Tank with the chains, Dev Dollars, all this stuff. We got to start putting respect on Saul Cinnamon Challenge Alvarez's name. He be coming with the Dolce Gabbana silky shirts, like Dev Dollars. Dev Dollars got that name with the chains and stuff. That's what Canelo got. He really punching. This is going to be another Boots Ennis via fight. Tailor-made. Coming forward, you're going to see Canelo with a bullshit head package, dodging some of them quick David combinations. Boom, catch him with something. This is the same guy that got put down by Garville. I don't care, Garville. I don't care if he was 21. He show you that when he come forward
Hey,
and he
my
get
man,
clipped,
I was
he gonna
wrong
go
when I
down.
said that. My man's is on it. He's saying what I said. Why is he saying this? Why are you saying this, my man? I said that.
No. Yeah, I respect that. I think you said that about Garvin. But what I'm saying is like he gonna come forward, he gonna get clipped, and Canelo really punching like skills wise, boxing, all that stuff. Yeah, we know Canelo not really like that, but punching strength, we can't lie. And David, he really ain't really fight a punch at 168. Darrell kind of like a rough brawler type guy. Like we ain't never really see with a big puncher. Lemieux, all them guys was coming up. Andre,
So funny. You say he a brawler, and the boxer on the panel says he's a boxer.
No, he punching, but what I'm saying is like he make it rough. He throwing big shots. I agree with you, but I guess what I'm saying is like like a big one punch type of guy. I'm trying to say like David ain't been hit by Canelo like with that spice. We seen Canelo ice a lot of guys. It's been a minute, but we see these guys, they don't really come to him because he be punching though. Can't lie. I just want respect on Canelo's name. He do funny movement. He do be a bitch sometime when it comes to certain shit. But as far as like fighting, like punching, not running out of time, points, he do be punching.
That's
all I'm gonna say, man.
You the man. Mike, you was first. What up? Mike, you gotta unmute your mic. Champ. All right, Mike, we going to Dom.
What up, Ness?
What up with you?
What up? What up, Troy? What up, CBB?
Dom, what up?
Yeah, Canelo, he's bringing Munguia to the PBC and still expecting them to send Charlo out. That shit is comical. That fight was mid last week, is mid now. Canelo, you're coming back to the table with the PBC. That initial contract is voided. Forget about the catfish contract. And you're fighting Munguia on the PBC's payroll. You left and came back, you got to start fresh. Like, I don't understand why he's still trying to push for this mid with the PBC. That contract's done for. And they're involving other parties now. So I feel like we should get that Benavidez fight. If that's the one the people want, bring in as many parties as you need. And, if you got to call Turk, you got to call these other people, Get him involved. And same goes for Crawford. That's the fight I want personally. So, pick either or and deliver a final proper act, or maybe have another one and done with the PBC. And then I want to touch on, because I couldn't call yesterday, but having Crawford fight Benavidez to prove himself worthy, that's just ridiculous. He wants his swan song. He said it. He just said it at the WBO convention. They asked him 3 fighters he wants to fight. He said Canelo's name 3 times. He wants undisputed versus undisputed.
Yeah, but at that same convention, he mentioned Tim Tszyu and Keith Thurman. So let's stop acting like he's not being
that's
selected.
not true. That's not true. From what I saw, they mentioned it to him, and he has warmed up to the idea of it. But they asked him who he wants. It's the same thing. It's been the same thing since last June.
All right, well, show us you
one
want
more
it.
Big money
Show us
fight.
you want it. Get ranked in the division.
Nah. That's the thing. It's undisputed versus undisputed. It's the actual.
He
fight,
not undisputed no more. He not
time.
undisputed no more. When they did
They're
that with
both
Charlo,
undisputed fighters.
no, he not. No, he not.
That's on
No,
his
he
back
not.
for the rest
No,
of
he
his
not.
life.
When he undisputed,
When he retires,
when
he's not
Canelo,
undisputed.
listen to me, brother.
He's not an undisputed champion when he retires.
Listen
That's
to
on
me.
his back.
Listen
That's
to
not
me.
something these guys just get.
That's not how you do
You
it,
can
though.
wear that after you do
That's
it.
not how they did the Canelo one.
I understand.
You
but
trying
the
to
Charlo
fake
one was weak. He lost his
market
belt
undisputed.
when he stepped in the ring.
Exactly.
They never threw one punch undisputed
Exactly.
versus
Crawford
undisputed if you
been
wanna do
lost
it
his
that
belt.
way.
Crawford been lost his belt. There's another champion out there.
Come on, Ness. You're splitting hairs.
No, I'm not.
He wants to fight the other
No,
five.
I'm not. You trying to sell a
fighters
fight
that
as
started at
undisputed versus
140. How about
undisputed.
that?
It's not that.
How about that? He wants to fight the other 5'8".
No,
guy that started at
blood. They
140.
stripped him. That's why. That's what he's saying. They stripped him.
Nah, he know
for
that.
the
He
IBF.
ignoring it. He ignoring the fucking facts.
No, I do know that. I acknowledge it, but he's undisputed forever. He did it twice. Come on now.
I
But
know, but
he
he's
wants to
saying to
fight the
get the
smaller
fight
guy.
with
He doesn't
Canelo
want
to
to
be
fight
undisputed.
My
versus
dude,
He doesn't want to
Inoue-
fight the monster.
Inoue did
to
it
prove
twice.
himself
Inoue
worthy
did
for
it
his
twice.
Big money fight.
Inoue did
The
it twice.
Benavidez fight. Benavidez hasn't cleared 100K multiple times. Crawford has. Canelo has. That Benavidez shit's weak.
What you mean hasn't cleared 100K?
In
What is you talking about?
If every factor you want to say for Crawford, he's got a couple fights left. Most, he said. Big money fights, he said. Everything that you want to...
Bro, if you scared, say you scared, man. Like, you out here protecting
it's not
motherfuckers.
about being scared. It's like it don't make sense. He's not
Oh,
making
it don't
no
make
money.
sense.
He's not...
My dude,
he's not getting a
don't
Canelo
say,
fight.
don't
by
say
beating
it don't make
Benavidez'
sense.
ass.
Don't
That
say it
actually is gonna do the
my
complete
friend,
opposite.
don't do that.
In my
Don't say it
opinion.
don't make sense. He makes more money in a Benavidez fight
It's
than
a
he
great
does in a
fight. Don't get
Canelo
me
fight.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. No. Get it understood. I would watch that fight. I'd love to see it. But I understand what Crawford wants. He's been solid since the last fight. When you ask him what he wants, he hasn't mentioned Benavidez. He hasn't mentioned anybody but Canelo.
Yeah, everybody want to fight Canelo. My mother want to fight Canelo. We all want a payday. Wake the fuck up.
You know you wanted to, Ness, so quit this faking. I get it.
It ain't
Benavidez, you're
bruh,
with him. That's a good fight.
I wanted to, but I don't want nobody to get Canelo that just sits out and waits for Canelo. Fuck out of here.
Being realistic
Me
before
too.
anything right now.
Me too.
He's not gonna fight Benavidez. He's not gonna fight anybody.
And he ain't gonna get Canelo sitting on his ass, waiting and hoping and getting it. That ain't how you get
anybody
it.
but Canelo. He's retiring if you don't fight him. I'm putting that out there.
Good. Well, let him retire.
That's my opinion.
Yo, why you ain't telling him to fucking let go of the belts?
That's the possibility.
Let go of the belts.
Said nothing
Vacate
but
the
that.
goddamn belts so the rest of the division can move on.
Hey, I'm not opposed to any of that. He's done what he's done, and I'm just saying.
All right, because if you
being
want
a parent for
Canelo,
him right now.
let everybody else fight.
It'd be a great fight, Ness.
If you want Canelo, let the belts go.
Hey, get these. He's not a. He just got these organizations with his name on it. If he wants to treat them how he wants to treat them, that's his thing. He's been outspoken about it, so he's not gonna be quick to drop it. He's been stripped
Y'all
once.
just pick and choose who y'all protect, man. This is why Tank never unified.
I'm not protect. Send him in there with Benavidez. I love it. I buy it. I hope I go there. Peace, y'all.
This is why Tank never unified. Y'all, there's always a pack of fans out
Tank
here
hey, Ness,
defending
Tank
somebody.
ain't unified because PBC don't make champions. They make stars. Top Rank make champions.
I hear you, man.
That's fair. Fair assessment.
I thought
Rank make champions.
I thought
PBC make money.
I thought Earl unified.
No, but Earl did unify, but that's because they had all the money. They had everything boxed in for Earl.
Here you go.
But
Every time I beat him at his own game, he moved the goalposts back. I miss these days.
no, I didn't. I
We
mean,
got Mimic.
all the belts are at PBC.
$10 super chat. Mimic Mage says Ronald Graville won a title December of last year in the light heavyweight. That count as another champ beat by Benavidez. Nah, he got like a WBC Intercontinental. He don't even got an interim. He don't even got a silver. So no, it don't count. I wish it did, but shout out for the $10. Appreciate you. Up next, we got Majimbe.
That's what's good.
Another day, another show.
Nice. Yo, my man said Tank could beat Roberto Duran, bro. Now I understand why they rock Under Armour down there like if it was North Face. They losing it, bro. They gone in Baltimore. I don't know what's going on with them. But Ness, why you really think that David didn't know who Goschek was training with, managed by? They know, but this is another loophole or another barrier that Canelo's making him jump. Go up to 75 and then come down. He's gonna try to weight drain him. I'm a Canelo fan, but I know what it is. Listen,
man, Canelo ain't tell that man to go up there. Don't do that. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, Ness.
Canelo
Let's be serious.
Go up there.
So you telling me? Hold on,
No. The only way I could walk down the street with you is this: Louis DeCubas and Canelo on the same page. Louis DeCubas and Eddie are like, yeah, look, the only way we taking that fight is if you get Vazdek a fight, make his big ass go up, and then make him come down. That's the only way. But again, I sat in front of David, and he said, I told Louis DeCubas I want to move up, and this what he put together for me. So it wasn't like Louis DeCubas just came out of nowhere and said, hey, move up. Because me and Canelo got a secret plan that I don't want to tell you about. Nah, I can't fall for that.
But it's still the same. We're talking the same language, though.
How?
Because he knows that Agachik was in Canelo's camp for the Bivol fight. He knows that Eddie was managing him. So okay, this is the fight we have for you, so you can move up.
I'm a millionaire. I'm not like worried about who's in whose camp.
Ness, this is a man that says that he watches boxing. He watches boxing every single day. He lives this. This is what he said in your interview.
He did say that.
All right, then. Come on, B. We know what it is, man. We know what it is. And I love
but not
Canelo.
Everybody knew that, though. Not everybody knew that. That came as a surprise to a lot of people that Eddie was working with Vazdek.
I mean, a lot of people that casuals. That's the only people that really might have caught him by surprise. And listen, I'm going to say, to me, this fight is Bernard Hopkins, Kelly Pavlik. I think Canelo is Bernard in this fight. I think there are levels to this shit. But at the same time, I understand that it's a business. I mean, Andre Ward did it to Chad Dawson. This shit happens, bro. And these casuals that jump on this show and say, oh, he's ducking. Nah,
no,
man.
He did, and that's a lie. Chad Dawson did that. And
Andre stop Ward it. Said that. Stop it. But Ward held him to it.
Chad Dawson said that he was gonna come down, and that was his fault. That was his
fault. But you get what you negotiate. You get what you negotiate, and that's the whole thing of this boxing game. That's what we have to understand as boxing fans. And this is what Canelo is doing.
Negotiated to go down to 68 and fight Andre Ward.
Say that again.
He shouldn't have negotiated to go down to 68 to fight Andre SOG Ward, sir.
Right. Okay, but this is it's happening all over again. It's a payday. That was a big fight for Chad. Yes or no?
Yeah, it was a big fight for Chad. It was a payday, right?
So
that's why he sacrificed. That's why he did the sacrifice.
And David is Chad. David is Chad, and Canelo is Ward.
But this is not that. Chad went down for Ward. You talking about this dude going up for fucking Vazde?
No, right, but then coming back down for Canelo.
Yeah, and again,
that's my whole point.
No, but that's all theoretical. That
Hey,
we don't
Ness,
know that could really be the case.
Listen, this is what I'm painting.
So many excuses for people's weight.
Say
These
what,
niggas is millionaires, bro.
You know how many? You know how many people die on the?
Bro.
You know,
It should
well, hold
be
on.
no
Bro, how
excuse
many
for
people die on the
nobody's
scales,
weight.
B? How many people die on the scales? We know
Bro, that's their fault. Get a
that cutting weight is a
nutritionist.
problem.
Get a nutritionist, bro. That's all.
Stop it. That doesn't take the dangers away.
That's the bell,
It doesn't.
champ, and I gave you a hella extra time. I got H-Town Leo. What it do?
What up, Ness? H-Town. Hey, Ness, who's my man that was still trying to give Crawford the undisputed title?
Fucking hell, who was that? That was Dom.
I see. They don't understand your madness the way I understand your madness. You know, because if you would have gave him the title, that means that you're forced to give Teal the title, and you know you don't want to give Teal the title.
No, but Teal never undisputed. He never. I mean, Crawford was legit undisputed. I'm just saying that you can't call Crawford current undisputed because he got stripped of one of the belts. Canelo is current undisputed champ.
But you know, Teal beat the man to beat the man, so it is what it is. Hey, man. What's up with these Benavidez fans, man? They got to be the new dumbest fans in boxing. They ignore all the facts. All the facts. They're just like, hey, man, there's been no official offer. Eddie said it hasn't come across his desk. Now, we're not going to say that Canelo's going to sign it if it ever gets there, but it hasn't got there. That's the truth. That's the truth. They would have been all over social media if Eddie was lying. They would have been on his ass, Ness. You know they would have let him get away with that kind of lie. Then you got the man that says he lives boxing. That's all he does: watch boxing, eat, sleep boxing, and he don't know who's managing the guy he's fighting next. Come on, Ness, that's bullshit. Then he accepted $5 million, and a week later he took another fight with the same management company. That's another bullshit. Then it's $50 million, then it's $55 million, then it's $60 million, then it's 35 plus 35. That's $70 million. I don't know how many times these Benavidez fans need to get it through their head. Put the money on the table in paper, and if he don't sign it, you could call him a duck. Until that happens, you can't call the man a duck because it hasn't happened. It's all talk. Man, I don't know, man. I grew up in the hood, man. It's so many. That's how boxing business works. You get it on paper.
Family.
What are you talking
I know
about?
what you're saying, family. I know what you're saying, family, but Canelo makes the offer. That's the problem.
No.
Like
No, they're both
Benavidez
with
can't offer Canelo anything. That's
they're
the
both
thing.
with the
That's why he
PB.
can't
They're
be done.
both with the
I'm with you,
PBC.
bro. I'm
They're
just
both with the
saying he
PBC.
can't duck him because
Eddie
Canelo
put a
is the
number
one who's
out there.
undisputed.
You
The
wrong,
reason they
Troy.
didn't get
You wrong. Al got to offer Canelo a dollar amount to fight
now,
David.
exactly,
But that's what I'm saying. That's not gonna work like that.
But you saying Canelo got to offer? No, Canelo can't go to Al. I mean, I guess he could go to Al and say, "Yo, I want 70 million,"
Yeah.
but Al gonna be like, "No, this is what I can give you."
And this is
No,
this
but
is the dumb.
all I'm saying is Canelo has the rights and the terms to dictate first
Hear
before somebody
me out,
just
I
man.
come to
think the
him.
most Canelo could say is how much you got for the David fight. I don't think
Man,
he
hear
could put
me
a
out,
price
man.
on it. I'm listening.
Look, they keep saying David's that dude. If he was that dude, why don't they got confidence in him financially that he's gonna bring the money back? You know, you got all these Benavidez fans saying that he's the man, but somehow his promoter don't have the confidence to invest those 55, 60 million in him that he's gonna bring the money back. There's gonna be $100 million fight because that's what it's gonna be for them to bring the money back. So if they don't got the confidence in him, there's a reason why Al ain't putting him up there. You know, you can say what you want, but if you don't think it's gonna make it financially, Al ain't gonna put it up there because Al ain't gonna lose money on nobody.
Champ,
You know what I'm
that's the
saying there?
bell. I definitely know what you're saying. We got Trizzy Contrail. What up?
Yo, what's up, next? Yo, I didn't watch the show yesterday about Ryan Garcia little antics, so I just want to put my 2 cents in. on Ryan. Then I go to Canelo. I noticed that anytime Ryan have a big fight, he always need an excuse on why he losing. So I kind of feel like now, like what he doing, he trying to build an excuse. Well, I lost because I was having mental health issues. I lost because of what I mean, this and that. Instead of like what I mean, like taking like a man actually going out there and try to get it. Do you agree? Disagree?
I've been telling everybody, man, I'm not really giving any opinion on a situation till, we know for sure that it's not a medical thing, cause I ain't never seen him act like this.
Oh yeah. He kind of remind me of the guy that Oliver McCall. That's his name. When he had the rematch against Lennox Lewis, and he started crying in the ring, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some craziness like that happen. Cause I just feel like he just kind of off it right now. You know what I mean? Also with Canelo fighting Munguia, I don't rank I don't rate Munguia too highly. I think he's vulnerable. I don't know. I mean it's not a fight that I want, but I mean I'll be okay with it. Cause you gotta think at it. At one point in time, Canelo kept on taking challenge after challenge after challenge. Okay, I unified 168. Let me move up to 175. So giving him a match or two off, I wouldn't be complaining too much. You know what I mean? Cause your favorite fighter not doing this in the sport. Unless you talking about Tim Zoo or Bud trying to do it. But it's not too many other people I know that trying to take danger after danger after danger. You agree? Disagree?
Nah, I agree.
So yeah, let Canelo fight Munguia. Somebody gotta knock him out. That's my call, champ.
Yeah, Munguia ducked David too. David was giving that motherfucker 60-40 split. So this is what I'm saying. It's like people can't bring up resume if they don't want to fight him.
Yo, Ness, before you go to the next caller, let me cut up out of here.
You got it,
King Amin
champ.
the Best 61 on IG, King Amin the Best 61 on Twitter, championship rounds on YouTube. Women's Boxing Wednesday will be up tomorrow. I'm talking Sky Nicholson versus Sarah Mahfoud for one of them WBC silvers we was just talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, let's go. Respect to the silver. Al in the Bay, what up? Al in the Bay. So Inoue definitely announced his fight. He's fighting May 6th, Monday, Tokyo Dome in Japan versus Louis Neary on Amazon Prime and on ESPN here in America. No Al in the Bay. We going to Jay Will.
Yeah. What's up, Nuss?
What up?
Yeah, man. I'm about tired of these motherfucking Canelo fans calling in spewing this crazy shit, man. It's put the money up, bullshit, and it's like they place no onus on Canelo to make the motherfucking second biggest fight in boxing. The biggest fight in boxing is Bud versus Canelo, but they place no responsibility on Canelo to make that fight, which is it's just fucking crazy. But with the Munguia fight,
The biggest fight in boxing can be Bud and Canelo. Al didn't offer Bud that. He offered him Mel, Lubin, and Jaron Ennis. So Al, who has more experience than you and I, didn't feel like it was going to do the money.
yeah, I mean, maybe because the other both of those two guys are free agents. So I don't know, man. That is weird, but I think the Bud fight is the biggest fight. It's a bigger fight than Benavidez. But the Munguia fight, yeah, man. I think Munguia, man, he's gonna put up a better fight than what people think, man. I can see his youth because he's gonna take shots from Canelo. Canelo's just a more skilled counter puncher and stuff like that. But I think he's gonna take some shots to give some shots, and I think Canelo's gonna win, but I think Canelo's gonna have to earn his dub. So I think it's gonna be a pretty entertaining fight. Um,
because neither fighter really moves that much on it. As far as laterally with their feet, they're going to be there to hit each other. So I think it's going to be a really good fight, man. Man, my issue with Canelo and Canelo fans is this, man. Like Ness, where do you have him pound for pound? Like probably top 3, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably definitely top 5. I don't know because these days Inoue is doing a lot. You got Usyk who was a cruiserweight, so you gotta keep him in there. So top 5, and that's okay. He's
All right.
33 years old. He's been at the top of that list for all his life, damn near.
Right. Now, I guess my issue is that most Canelo fans will say 2 or 3. And it's just like he's not, because in order to stay that high on that ranking, you got to keep updating your resume. Like, I'm sorry, going 12 with Ryder, going 12 with Jermell and all that, it's like my issue is how he's still 2 and 3 on a lot of people's
Yeah,
pound
I
for
mean,
pound
the
list.
thing is that wouldn't Jamel be the biggest name on Benavidez's resume? The answer is yes.
Benavidez,
The answer is yes.
Benavidez,
The answer is yes.
but Benavidez is not
And let
pound
me
for pound, and
ask
we're
you,
not talking about Benavidez.
wouldn't Gennady Golovkin be the biggest name on Jaime Munguia's resume?
I
The
I
answer is
don't
yes.
understand where you're going.
The answer is yes. I'm
But
going
so,
that you can't
Hey,
say that he shouldn't be where he's at because of who he's been fighting when the people that he's been fighting would be the biggest name on people's career.
but he did
Even
it 10 years
even
ago.
listen, even
He did it 10 years
hear
ago.
me out.
10 years
Hear
ago.
me out. No, no, I said the people he's fighting currently. You're not listening. You got to play catch up. Like currently, he beat John Ryder, and
But you
currently
talk about Triple
you
G.
you're not listening. You're not listening. That was also his fight before Ryder. So either catch up or get hung up on. Like I don't get what I'm not saying and why you can't understand. Ryder, who he beat, who you say he should not be ranked, right? Just got Jaime ranked and got Jaime the fight. Everybody wants it because Jaime stopped him. Benavidez has his opportunity.
Right.
Let me finish. Benavidez had his opportunity to stop a common opponent of Canelo. He didn't do that. But we'll talk about Triple G now. The other guy that he was fighting, right? That you say he should not be ranked because he's not fighting top guys. So he got to drop from the pound for pound. But that person would be the biggest name on everybody's resume that he's in question to fight, Troy. It would be David's biggest name. It would be Jaime's biggest name. It would be, oh shit, Crawford's biggest name. Is there anyone else
Oh
out
God.
there?
Oh
What?
God.
Oh,
I said,
oh.
oh God, with the Crawford. But
I
but
mean,
just
is it not?
just to,
Is it not? Are you gonna say
a
that
quick.
Earl's bigger than Triple G now? You're gonna lie to the public to show your
No,
casualness?
no, no. A quick rebuttal to all that you just said. Canelo didn't look great against Ryder. He didn't look great against Triple G on the third fight. But Jaime stopped Ryder.
And
So it's again, it's how Canelo's looking in these fights too,
yeah, for
as well,
sure, for
as of
sure,
late.
for sure. Slippage. So somebody should take advantage of that, right? Because that's what you see. You see slippage. So when they gonna take advantage? I gotta go though. We got
When
other
he
the
wants
callers.
last
when he
time I
wants to fight
heard
him.
though, the man's hand was injured. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
was that a
yeah,
thing?
yeah. He had an injury for the GGG and the Ryder fight.
Like, so what? Where's the? He literally had a hand injury.
Yeah, but none of that matters in boxing. Like, we just want you to look good always.
Like Shakur has looked good for most of his fights, but he fought with a hand injury. Floyd has too. It does make you look crazy in there though.
I mean, Gary Russell fought with a hand
Yo,
injury and he looked good. What up, Jay Rich?
yo, what up, bro? What up, bro? You hear me? What's good? Nash, shout out TBV, the voice of the people, best boxing podcast all around. Yo, shout out Ness for pulling on Bill Haney a lot. How often have you been pulling Bill Haney interviews for like a minute now? You just casually just doing everything, just pulling Bill Haney on the show real quick.
I mean, yeah, he jumps on when he wants, bro. You know, I'm live every day. If he hits me and says send the link, I send the link.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, like Bill is cool. He's always there for the smoke. He there like whatever you got to say about his son or anything boxing wise, whatever. Bill is there for the smoke. He there to talk about it. That's one thing I really fuck with lately. But what was I just about to say? Oh, as far as Canelo, I'm a casual, whatever, long time listener, not often caller, but I'll say good, better, best from the casual standpoint. You want to know what people think? Good, Jaime Munguia. Better, David Benavidez, and best, even though not getting everybody tight, and with the last caller, he was talking about shout out to Jay Will. Terrence Crawford is best. That's what everybody as a casuals, that's what everybody wants or whatever. That's the good, better, best right there. It's in that row. As far as Canelo, anything Canelo rated. And this Haney Garcia shit is just crazy, bro. I just feel like it's just this fight is gonna be either beautiful or terrible, or and what's gonna happen after the fight. And it brings up a lot of questions. I mean, I don't know what's good with Ryan Garcia. I saw him with Andrew Tate, and life is crazy, bro. I don't know what's good with this. What do you think about that?
Yeah, man. Like I've told everybody, I'm not really commenting on Ryan's recent shit until we find out that he's not suffering
I feel
something
you. I feel you.
medical, right? Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
have an uncle that's
And you
bipolar,
don't.
so I don't know what's really up
Yeah.
with him. Is he trolling? Is he selling the fight? Because I don't see how this is selling the fight anymore.
That's one thing that I thought, like maybe all of the and you've mentioned that many times on your show, whatever. That
Yeah,
this
I
could
mean,
be the best marketing.
don't get me wrong.
It
I've
could
I've
be.
said the phrase "all publicity is good publicity," but I don't know how telling people you were raped. I mean, the things he's
Yeah,
saying
nah,
is
this is getting out
crazy.
of control,
Yeah, is
right?
is
Like
is is got to be. You
this
know,
is
he needs
not.
to be checked on and make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As long that's what I mean. You don't have. That's not anything negative or whatever. Just to say that. That's what I don't know. And I'm sure that Garcia would take that, understand that. It's just crazy though. Like I don't know. That's. And now we really might cancel the fight. Is Garcia gonna show up on April 20th? You saw Devin Haney ask that in the damn press conference, and it just thinks of a lot of things. Like, yo, what is about that?
Yeah, I
That's in New
think
York.
that's
I
why
wanted to go to it.
Barboza was there, man. I think everybody
Yup, yup.
knows, and that's why
We know now.
Barboza
Yup.
is there. I really don't want that for Devin. You know, I was only okay with Ryan not being a champion because it's Ryan. But if Devin is not gonna fight Ryan, he better off fighting Broner. At least that's a former world
For real.
champion. It goes on your resume better. Like I don't know. Fight Matias. You know, fight a champion, but don't fight just another non-champion just because. But champ, that's the
Absolutely.
bell, and you
Absolutely.
got some background noise there kicking back at us. I don't know. Al in the Bay trying you again. We got a big super chat. Let me make sure Al connects before I go into the
Yo, yo,
spew.
yo, can you hear
We
me?
hear you. We hear you. What up?
Yeah, man. I don't know if I was dated,
You
I'll
sound
just leave
muted.
to
I mean,
you
you
too.
sound muffled, champ. Make sure your mic is clear. In the meantime, I need about another 120 people to subscribe. I want to wake up to 192,000 subscribers. Right now, we're at 191,897. Al in the Bay, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Way better.
Okay. Yeah, man. If I was Benavidez, man, I'd try to find my exit from PBC, man. It's just so much disrespect. The way
Well,
it came down, man.
he already said F no to that when I asked him that question.
Oh, yeah, that would have been my thing, man. Because it's like you the number one contender, and he's on your side. Well, your side of the street, like people like to say. It's like there's no way you can, no way that Al couldn't make that fight. But I like the fight that it's gonna happen. Um, you know, uh, I don't see Canelo backtracking to fight I think it's over for David. I think David is just gonna move on and just fight the winner. He gonna get past this fight and try to get the winner of the mega fight, man. And he's gonna move on from there. But you know, uh Yeah, man, it's crazy to see that. It's like you had all the ducks in your row, like people would like to say, and you still couldn't get the fight. Everything in your power that you done, that you could have done, you did, and you still couldn't get the fight. I would be highly upset and highly mad. But some people's loyal to a fault. I'm one of those people who's loyal. But my loyal runs thin, if I get disrespected, So that's my call.
I could have swore David said they offered the man everything. What they supposed to tie the man down and make him fighting?
Yeah, that's what Davis says, man. That's what Davis says, that they offered him everything. They gave him whatever split he wanted. But again, there's no paper trail of that. And Eddie Reynoso, the manager of Canelo, denies that and also challenges anyone on PBC to corroborate David's story. And when
Oh, I see what you
and
saying.
when David and when Eddie said that, David deleted his posts about it, and so did Samson. So I don't know. Take that for what you want. Um,
No, I see what you saying
Brandon
because
in Houston
yeah,
never mentions that shit when he calls in crying.
yeah, you
Um,
can't really be dead. I see what you saying. No, I believe Canelo then because you got to really have something in writing when you dealing on his level.
Camille, $2 in Canada. Ness, shout out to another great year of fights. Let's hope, baby. It's starting to heat up. We got Mimic Mage with the fat 50 fucking dollars. Trying to drop 2 bombs for that 50. Salute, salute. He says Mauricio Suleiman strips Canelo by September. If Canelo doesn't agree to fight Benavidez by then, he'll officially earn being called Duck. With resume and legendary status, we compare the greats, how they did versus other greats of their respective eras. I wonder why people putting so much pressure on Canelo. I mean, I guess Floyd and Thurman in the division at the same amount of time? Like, or has David been there longer? Because I feel like Floyd, totally avoided Thurman too. We got Leo, $10. Why people don't acknowledge Canelo was coming back from an injury against Ryder? It's crazy. I'm not even a Canelo fan like that, but ignoring reality is wild. No official offer for David will be ignored too. Yeah, you know it. Mr. Putting It On, $2, celebrating his fifth super chat on the live stream. Did you see Adrien Broner IG post? He wilding, goddamn. All these guys is going crazy, man. We gotta pray for them, bro. Let me see what AB posted, bro. What did you post, Adrian?
Man, that's why you looking for that, bro. Like this is and remember back in the day in rap when see you on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time, so you really know when I say this. Remember when they used to say he sold his soul for the dollar? Remember they used to say that about
Yeah,
rappers?
yeah.
That's what I see a lot of these boxing guys is doing. Like they trying to do anything to get eyes on them so people will want to see them fight when it's just easier to sell skill. You're not doing it what Floyd did if that's what they think they're doing. They're not. And I don't get it. Like, no, blood, just sell the skill. I yield. What AB posting though?
I have no clue. I mean, I seen a skit. Let me see. Okay, this got to be it.
Man, I just can't take them serious. They just be doing anything. And I really do think somebody is building this fight for
Wow,
Arnold
he's
Barbosa.
wilding right now. He said,
What he doing?
yo, fucking AB's crazy.
What he say?
He took a shot at at Bill Haney while simultaneously taking a shot at Alicia Bumgarner for no reason. So this is his page, and this is what he says. He says, Alicia Bumgarner, baby girl, if you're looking for a trainer to take your game to the next level, there's plenty of world-class trainers you could find to work with. But this ninja, Bill Haney, ain't good for nothing but putting you on the hole stroll to sell some booty hole. Fuck bruh. Get away from him. He don't know shit about training a fighter. He don't even train his own son. But AB right on time, because then I just say, if you ain't going to fight Ryan, fight AB. So AB right on time. He queuing up. He see that Ryan Garcia almost out. He almost out of here, man. He just ain't acting right. Mike from West Texas, what up? Mike, West Texas.
Hey, can you hear me?
West
Yes,
Texas.
sir. What up?
Hey, what's up, big dog? Hey, right about now, man, I would recommend Canelo to fight Jake Paul just to piss everybody off, man. Seems like everybody pissed off. But man, time be flying, big dog. I feel like the other day you were saying that Canelo shouldn't even fight that man, and he didn't have to fight that man because he would end up on the stretcher.
I mean, I
And his
still feel
resume.
like he shouldn't fight him, bro. Based off that Andre fight, David looks like a serious problem for Canelo.
But you also said that his resume says he don't have to fight him.
For
And,
sure, for
and
sure.
then,
If he don't fight him, I'm not gonna be the one to call him a duck. I feel like he's done enough.
and you know what? I started thinking about all these duck cartoons I used to watch when I was little. You know which one Canelo remind me of? The
Scrooge
Uncle
McDuck.
Scrooge. Yeah, swimming in them coins. Swimming in them coins. And I would have to say David's a Darkwing Duck. But other than that, man, the Munguia fight, man, I'm gonna pay for it. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. Munguia's a hard hitting Mexican, and he's got a nice little size on him, pretty tall. Well, everybody Canelo fights taller than him, so I feel like it's a good fight for him. I'm hoping he does fight David down the line, maybe even Bud, but I know you were pushing for that back in the day. I mean, like a few months back too. You wanted him to really fight, Bud Crawford. How do you
Yeah,
feel about that? You still want?
I would still want that fight, but Al Heyman shut that down. He offered Bud only Jerron, Lubin, and Jermel.
During that time, I was telling you. Remember, I was like, man, he needs to fight Bevo again, man. And then you were like, nah, he's on the other side. He's on the other side. And then look who he's fighting. Somebody on the other side, man. Who
Yeah,
would have
man,
known?
I never thought that could even be
That's
possible.
crazy. And look at it. So now, you were saying that he wouldn't fight somebody on the other side because they'd be losing money, right?
I mean, yeah,
So
Al definitely splitting. He got 2 more promoters on the deal now.
it's crazy, and they're already saying he's struggling. Why give some of your money away? You know what I'm saying? Why give away some of your profits? That don't even make sense, man. But
Cause
appreciate the
he
call, man.
not
Y'all
gonna
have a
get
good
no
night, man.
profits anyway, so he might as well share to get a little capital to build credit in the future. Be willing to show he's able to do a joint venture, because it really puts more money in everybody's pockets than they would normally not get if they wasn't working together.
That was the bell, Mike. I got Tip. What up? Tip, actually, hold up, bro. I had Hawk. My bad. I don't even think we hear you anyway. Hawk, what up?
Yo, TBV.
What it do?
How you doing, Ness? What I'm about to say, it's Munguia, huh?
95% done.
And he's Mexican, right?
He is Mexican, not
Okay.
American.
So Canelo can kill all the noise that people was making about him not fighting Mexicans. So he can knock that one off his little glitch list. They sure was mad at him for saying that. But yeah, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with the fight. So as far as Benavidez go, I mean, Benavidez is a young guy. What are you like, 26?
27, I believe.
Man, Benavidez find himself a weight class, stick to it, and destroy. Keep winning. I mean, he's a young guy. Canelo was at the
Same
back end of what
age.
he
He's
doing.
the same
So
age as Munguia. They both 27.
yeah, I'm just saying he don't have to have a panic attack about it. He got plenty of time to be a superstar or whatever he's trying to do. But the Canelo thing is like, and he used to keep fighting it. You're not gonna fight him. So go ahead and just do. I just think he shouldn't jump the weight classes though. If you need to pick a weight class and dominate in that weight class, whether it's 68 or 75. But if he's gonna go 75 and go to 200, then I just think he should get a weight class and destroy that weight class. But
I
as
think he's
far as the
just trying to
Canelo thing,
rack up the champions any way he can. Right now everybody's tied up, so
mm-hmm.
he's putting his hands on a former champ. And then if he still can't get Canelo in September, then he's gonna put his hands on Zurdo, another champ.
And that champ is at 200.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That makes him multiple division. That'll be 3 division champ. He got to start making legacy so Canelo can, talk that talk.
Well, yeah. Well, if he end up at the 200,
I
I just
will
hope he.
agree though that he did say he wasn't gonna fight no Mexican, and now he fighting one. That kind of threw me off. Like, dude, you
Yeah, money
said.
talks, man. Bullshit walks. That song is old.
Yeah, no shit. But
Tell
I
him,
hope
Hawk. Hawk,
Benavidez.
you don't know the hook.
Yeah.
You don't know the hook. What's that song? Money
Hold on, what you
talks.
say?
Money
Oh,
talks. Come
oh
on,
yeah,
Hawk.
money talk.
Hawk,
I
you
can't think
supposed
of
to
the
be
hook though.
old. You supposed
I
to be
know.
old.
I can't think of the hook right now. I'm high too. Hey, but if Benavidez go to 200 and you go up there to that division, then I hope we just stay there. Then I mean, I don't think Canelo will come up to him.
Hey yo. Listen, if Canelo want that fight, he could fight Benavidez up there too. He was willing to go up. His team was willing to go up for Makabu.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
And it would be a historic fight. It would be Canelo fighting in his last division as a cruiserweight to get another title versus a Mexican. It could still make sense. I don't know that he
Yes,
does
it
it
will.
because, obviously it would mean that Benavidez is, not having a struggle. He's as big as he's ever gonna be, which is way bigger than Canelo can ever be.
True. But the only point I'm making is that Benavidez has time to really shine. He just, like you said, rack up them titles. But I just think you need to hold down a division. So if you get up there that one, because at light heavyweight it's going to be sold up anyway. Those boys got rematches, don't they?
Yes, sir. He knows that. We spoke about it. Videos out for members only. Shout out to
I
Tim
haven't checked it out.
Zoo. My man Caption said flat-footed Mexican style coming straight at you.
Did you
Man,
see Tim?
I'm still kind of interested in the Crawford and Canelo because they both started out at like 135.
Well, Canelo started at 140.
No, he started at 135 versus
140.
Miguel Vasquez.
140.
He got a draw.
140.
No, he started at 135.
140.
Canelo started at 135. You got a draw with Miguel Vasquez his first crack.
140.
I want to see him
Hey,
against
Ness.
Crawford for real.
Yo,
One question, real
he fought
quick. Did you
Miguel
see the?
Vasquez at 140 and a quarter. Famalam.
Uh oh. Did you see that interview with Keith
No.
Thurman arguing with
Nah.
Zoo?
Nah. I was
Yeah,
live yesterday when it happened. I ain't even had the time to go back and watch it yet, but I heard it was good. People getting excited.
it's good, man. Go check it out.
Yeah,
Check
I'm gonna
that out. I'm
try.
gonna
I'm gonna
check out
try.
your. Hey, I'm gonna check out that the members only joint and hey, have a great show, Ness.
You got it.
TBV #1.
We got P Rod $5. If they didn't strip Big Charlo of his WBC for 2 years, what makes you think they gonna strip Canelo, who's been arguably the most active champion today? Because they got Al on their side. You feel me? Mauricio knows the money that's involved in that fight. He want his cut. James Benitez $2. If Benavidez go to 200, might as well fight Wilder Usyk. Definitely Wilder.
What?
Definitely Wilder. Word. Take
Man,
Wilder out.
listen.
Tip,
That's
what
what
up?
happens when you get broke.
When you get broke, they think anybody can beat you. Tip, tip, tip. Damn, Tip, you wildin'. Ortiz, what up?
Yo, what's up, TVV? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, is it just you today, Ness? Or we got someone else?
We got Troy King, former fighter on the show.
What's up, Troy? What up?
What's good, family?
Hey, yeah, it was good, man. Hey, man, what the fuck happened, bro? Hey, I heard this shit's gonna be on PVC. I thought Canelo was done PVC. Ness, you wanna like
No, it's
inform
gonna
me
be
what
on
the fuck is going
Amazon.
on?
That's not PBC.
Yeah, they are back at the table. They're 95% done with a possible fight with Jaime Munguia.
Wait, did you say Troy? Did you say it's just gonna be on Amazon or what?
Yeah,
Is
like
Nah,
PVC
it's
I'm
not a
supposed to
part of
be
it?
confused
Or
why
both.
people keep
Allegedly
thinking
both.
PBC is Amazon just
okay?
because they're using a
Oh
platform.
shit.
No, they just using Amazon because that's where the bread gonna be at.
Shit. And just because the zone's involved, I'm assuming because freaking Mugia's a zone fighter, right? I'm assuming that's why. Yeah, I'm assuming that's
Yeah,
why.
it's
But
automatically gonna be on the zone because that's Mungia. But you gotta
mhm.
think, bro. You if you want this fight to be as big as it could possibly be, it's not just about using PBC. It's about using Amazon because they're gonna be doing boxing anyway. So he like, well, man, to get the most money I can get, I need Amazon and the zone, bro. I need the bread because Mungia
Okay.
really ain't nobody to fight.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, I
To
guess
be
that makes
honest,
sense. I'm
like
just like,
I'm not for the Mungia fight. I mean, I will watch it. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, same
come
here.
on, bro.
And
We
what the
just
fuck,
trying to get, he trying to
motherfuckers are
max
saying?
out that bread.
I mean, shit is the zone. So am I getting this right? The zone and Amazon or
Amazon,
PVC or
yes
whatever.
sir,
They're uh
yes sir.
they're both gonna be like how you say it gonna
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
well I'm gonna say essentially trying to meet that deal that Canelo wants in terms of funding, like his because obviously the narrative was that PVC couldn't afford Canelo.
Yeah, I don't know that it's about money and more than it's about what they
So
willing to spend.
I'm just kind of like confused how PVC.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was just confused because, like, I mean, how could they? At first I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck? I thought PBC didn't have the funds for a Benavidez fight. So how did they have the
No,
funds for a Munguia fight, especially trying to bring in the
that's
zone?
what
Because I
I'm
did hear
saying,
that.
big
Because
family. It's kind of like, remember when
okay,
Roy Jones was boxing? He wasn't really with no promotional company. HBO was paying him directly. So sometimes they get deals directly with a TV
With the
contract
network.
with the network. So then that's why Canelo, logically speaking, he's saying, well, if you can't pay me this money, PBC, I'm a free agent. I'm gonna go fight Jaime McGill on the zone, and we still can pitch it to Amazon Prime on our own. and get an extra check because they're a completely different corporation. That's all I was stating, sir. I'm sorry.
Tip.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you all hang and throw it up, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Canelo, Jaime Munguia, bro. You know, Canelo, man, that's a dude that's just always backtracking for some reason. At first, he wasn't gonna fight Mexicans. You know, he was calling other dudes horrible fighters, but here he is. He's fighting a horrible fighter who just so happens to be Mexican, man. It's just crazy out here in these streets, man. But I get it, man. When you duck in the Mexican monster, this is what we get. You know, I'm just surprised these Canelo fans ain't call in and have any outrage. But then again, they like this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They like
Is
when they
that
don't get the
Canelo
best.
fans been telling y'all he been said he gonna fight a Mexican. Y'all been running with that narrative. He
Hey, listen,
literally
I'm just
fought
saying,
two Mexicans in Angulo and Chavez off top.
look, I'm just saying, I ain't surprised that Canelo not gonna give us the best of the best when we want it, bro. You know? I mean, it's the biggest fight out there. Why fight Jaime? Why fight Jaime right now, bro? You know what I'm saying? Why fight Jaime right now when you
I mean,
literally asked for
that's the
Benavidez?
only fight there's even reports of offers for. So you gotta ask Al that. And while you at it, ask him why he only offered Crawford, Lubin, Jermel, and Duran and not Canelo. So
Why?
Al is the one that writes the checks. He is the one in charge of what money is allocated. So you guys got to get mad at Al.
Why would he offer Crawford Canelo?
What?
Why would he offer Crawford Canelo?
He didn't offer Crawford Canelo.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why would he offer Crawford Canelo?
What
There's
the
no need for
fuck?
Al. There's no need for Al to offer Crawford Canelo. For
What?
what? Why do we need another? We already
Because
got one
because you
roadblock.
had Earl Spence on the fucking contract.
Man, we already had one roadblock. We don't need another roadblock, man.
What are you even talking about, bro?
We don't
You know
need
what I think people
Bud
don't
getting in the ring.
realize that Al Heyman is gonna. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. Al
No, go
Heyman
ahead.
is
Go ahead.
gonna support. Terrence Crawford was a never inside participant with PBC. He's never gonna get offered a Canelo fight before the guys who've already been there. The guys
He's
who
not
gonna
even
get
managed.
offered the Crawford fights is the guys with PBC who are around Crawford's weight class so they could get paydays.
Or,
They not
or
about to
let's
give
just say the guy's
Terrence
managed by
Crawford.
Al.
They're not about to give Terrence Crawford Canelo before they give anybody else at PBC
And that's
Canelo
how
first.
it looked, honestly, because the names on the contract was Earl, Charlo, people they owe Canelo fights to.
Yeah, that's all you gonna get because them are in people. They're in PBC is loyal to their guys so they can make money in their camps.
Tip know
It's
Like
like they
that.
said they do everything in house, bro. Everything
Except
is in house
they
over there.
loyal except when it come to Gary Russell. That's the bell, Tip. They never gave
that is a fact.
they never
But
gave
Gary
Gary
Russell
Russell
is with Al Heyman. He not with Floyd, and that's where the beef is.
that they never gave Gary the Leo Santa Cruz fight, and that's even worse that he with Al because Al let Leo
But he
name
ain't
his
with
son.
Floyd though.
It
He
don't
ain't with
matter.
Floyd, bro.
Al the one is protecting Leo
Uh-uh.
Santa Cruz from Gary. Is
I
Leo the
know what
name?
you're saying.
Leo named his son Al because he said, "Yo, keep him away from me. I'm gonna name my firstborn after you." And
No,
and they
listen,
never
I
gave
agree
Gary
with
the
what you're
Leo
saying.
fight. They never gave Gary the Abner Mars fight. They never gave Gary the Tank fight he been begging for. Poor Gary,
That's
man.
because he ain't with Floyd, blood. Al Heyman and Floyd they act as one entity. Pause. They really work together, bro, and they don't get along.
Drew
Them
Yo,
families
Counter.
don't get along, family.
I mean, it's comedy, Ness, that they love to ignore the facts, especially Tip. Eddie Reynoso said on that Spanish interview after Canelo did his little announcement on Azteca, like Jaime Munguia is a part of the part of the foe. Like, come on, bro. And it's the green print. They've been yelling about the green print. Al's gonna take care of the brothers. They said Canelo. I know Al told Canelo, "Hey man, they've been saying you've been ducking the brothers, bro. So we got both the Charlos and Spence for you after Spence take care of Crawford." That was the fucking plan. So now they mad that Al's taking care of his guys. There's a pecking order at PBC for Al.
Charlos and
Man,
Errol come before David Benavidez. That's just the
how it
fucking
go,
fact.
yo. Is who was there first? The loyalty was there first. Who's been with him the longest? That
And
all
let me add
matters.
this, Ness. Who's the one that tried to leave and they had to sue and pay the money and he had to give the money back to Top Rank? Was that Errol? Was that Keith? No, that was David.
you know what? I got another example. You know how long Andre Berto been with Al Heyman? He was one of Al Heyman first. That's why he
He
got
was
the
one of the
Floyd fight.
first from the Kerry
That's why he
Davis
got the
HBO
Floyd
days.
fight, because he was worthy of that, on top of other things that I know, because Berto my man. But it's all about loyalty and making sure the guys get their paydays because they've been with you the longest. And that's just seniority at a job. I don't know why
That's
people
just
won't realize that.
brother, that's just business too. Like I'm gonna stay with who's been loyal to me the most. There's a like you said, seniority. But meanwhile, Tip, go check out Amazon Prime's YouTube. They showing a real rollout for a real boxing event for a real star. They're not acknowledging your boy over there from Florida that's gonna get stretched inside 10. But let's see what Tip got to come back with this counterpunch, ignoring the facts as always. TXB, baby.
Hey
All right.
man, people keep talking like I really I want to respect Keith Thurman enough because he did. I see like a lot of stuff that people saying is starting to bother him because I could tell by one of his interviews he was like saying a lot of stuff like, man, I was trying to get the Earl fight and they, you gotta, Al Hammond and Floyd is doing their thing. So, and I'm noticing Keith Thurman is like, man, I'm only have lost one fight. Like, y'all gotta show me a little bit of respect. And he has fought at 154 before, because he fought John Zovic at 154. But I want to see the fight. He might get stopped, but who? I don't. It might not. Keith Thurman has never been stopped, has he? Yeah. So where do you get that from?
Because Zoo is Zoo is to Thurman what Benavidez is to Canelo.
But then why Thurman fighting Zudi? Because Canelo ain't fighting.
Yeah, but Thurman, he built like that. And this could possibly be his last fight. Let's be real. If he gets stopped, he probably retiring.
Like it's kind of like this, bro. Remember when Thurman was fighting everybody? Remember when he started at Diego Chavez,
Yep.
who nobody wanted to scrap with, bro? They lightweight blackballed him out of boxing because he remember I thought he got a draw with Tim Bradley. I think if they fought. Then he fought Soto Corraz. After he was just literally that spree, bro, is what took Keith Thurman to where he got. Nobody was trying to really scrap with Sean. He scrapped with Sean, Danny. Like, bro, he was injured.
Yeah, but
And
that's
then he
old
got
Keith. Don't nobody care about that shit. Like, that's how boxing is. This is what
that's
have you done for me
crazy,
lately?
bro. And then he got to work with Pacquiao after disrespecting the man. And Pacquiao
And
lightweight
came
busted
up
his pack.
short. That's how they look at it. It's like, bro, you old. You talked a good game. You lost to an old dude. You got dropped by him. And you
But
inactive.
it's Pacquiao though.
I mean, Ugas beat him.
But Ugas, listen, bro. Ugas said took no punishment like Thurman. I'm just saying.
Thurman ain't take punishment, but he got dropped. But I got two super chats. JXV, two Mexican flag emojis, and the fire emoji. I'm going to be drinking 20 Modelo's on May 5th fight. It's May 4th this week, though, this year. Brambo, $2. You think Benavidez can beat Opataya? Let's let him get to that division first before we start throwing him up. Let's see how he do at 75. But Majid, you there?
Yo,
What
what
up?
up,
What
man?
up?
Shit, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I ain't even really had nothing to add to this shit. I just wanted to give you a shout out, say what's up, you know what I'm saying, and get everybody like the video, man. I'm out.
I appreciate you. And I think we got Tip. We got a counter Tip. What up?
Yeah, man, I heard Drew back with his delusion again, talking about Louis Neri and fucking Inoue. Like, yo, Drew, like the thing is, who's actually talking about these fights you keep trying to promote on the channel, bro? Like you trying to discredit Thurman versus Zoo, but Thurman versus Zoo is gonna have more buzz than Neri versus Inoue. I promise you that. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all this talk about a real rollout, bro. If you really look at it, Amazon not doing their part. If we really want to be like real about this shit, they doing the rollout for Inoue, but they're not doing the rollout for the PBC and Al Heyman. Like,
You need to ask PBC and Al Heyman why.
hey man, listen, it's
Yeah,
gonna
because
happen.
anyway is not with PBC. Am I right?
Nah, he with Top Rank. They
Nah,
got a real
nah.
prime deal.
Yeah, that's gonna be way different. He got
So
Japan. He
so
got
so
his own country
so
money.
clearly, it's a problem. Partner doesn't want to work with you.
I mean, if Prime don't want to work with him, tell him to go to the zone where we tell him to bingo.
Why? Listen, it's better. It's better if the PBC goes to another network. You need competition, and competition in boxing is only going to create bigger fights. That's why, like when Canelo fights Jaime,
Bruh,
and
that
it's going to
is
be on two different.
competition. Everybody could be on the same network and still be
No,
separate
no, 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 no.
promoters.
It's different. It's different. I'm
All
telling you,
right,
it's a
champ.
different.
All right.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
different.
Excuses.
They would have capitalized the same way they would right now with Canelo being on Prime and Jaime being on DAZN. It wouldn't be the same. They're gonna do over 1 million with these two networks combined. If they was just on DAZN, that shit wouldn't do over 1 mil. I'm just telling you now.
All right,
You just
champ.
gotta know the audiences. But yeah, Drew, you're delusional, man. You're delusional. It's different when your partners don't want to work with you, bro.
All right, champ. Well, that looks like we got the
I don't know
everybody.
why. Next, before we done, I
Yep.
don't know why everybody think Amazon Prime is supposed to be putting a lot of money into Keith Thurman when he's at the end of his career and Zoo hasn't proved itself for real against an actual live man. Like, how is Amazon supposed to just hop on this fight off rip, which is not gonna accrue a lot of revenue because Keith Thurman's at the end and Zoo hasn't proven. So why are everybody mad at PBC and Amazon when this is not a fight that needs a lot of promotion anyway? Like Inoue is young and he's knocking things out. Like Keith Thurman is really on the downside of his career because he's had a lot of amateurs, bro. Like Keith Thurman has had a lot of scraps. Like why would Amazon Prime then in turn just flood Keith Thurman and Zoo with all this money? And Zoo could potentially get in there with Bud and get his pack busted. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying.
We'll see, man. We'll see, bruh. Hopefully Thurman can do the do. Listen, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. You know we right back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. To the next one, peace.